On the sidelines for a long time now, I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time now, I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. On the sidelines for a long time now, I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time now, I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. On the sidelines for a long time now, I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time now, I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I
Can you turn your light off? I guess it's hard for me to sleep like this.
I'm almost over this chapter. I got about 30 more minutes.
30 minutes?
Yeah.
I can't sleep. All right.
A few moments later.
Babe, I mean, it's been 10 minutes. Can you please shut it off? I got to wake up early in the morning.
I have about 20 more minutes on this chapter. This is my only time to read.
I understand, but I have to get up early in the morning. Can you just read in the morning? I mean, I have a lot I have to do tomorrow.
Didn't you just get a sleep mask?
You know what? You right.
Use it.
Man to sleep, baby.
I don't know how you sleep with that thing on.
It's actually comfortable. Pitch black. I don't have to worry about your light. I'll be able to sleep just fine.
Well, enjoy it. Looks good on you.
This actually feels good. Good night, baby.
Good night, love you.
Love you too.
Ladies and gentlemen, check out Manta Sleep. The link to the website is in the description of this video. Make sure that you use promo code TDPHINSTALK. That is TDPHINSTALK. Again, make sure you check them out. Supporting our sponsors is supporting the channel. If you can't sleep when it's bright, these masks will turn out the light. Manta Sleep. Check them out. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Y'all hit that like button on your way in the building. Thank y'all for tuning in. We got 100 people watching. I know I haven't been live in like 3 or 4 days. I feel like I'm sweating now, but your boy, man. Hopefully, I'm on the better side of it. But I've been out, man. Your boy had to visit the hospital. So y'all just keep me and my family in your prayers. My 2 youngest sons both have strep throat. Me and my daughter got the rhino virus, which is just a worse version than the common cold. I ain't never heard of no rhino virus, but me and my 6-month-old baby, she must have had it because I've been caring for her and then I got it. But yeah, so we've been going through, we all had to visit the hospital. It's crazy when you got mama taking 4 of us to the hospital. Oh man, I'm still sweaty, but I don't feel my worst anymore, but I'm still a little down, but I'm not out. That's all that matters because God is good, God is great, God is everything, man. So thank y'all for being patient with me. I know y'all ain't seen me in like 4 days. Whew, but it's been brutal. I'm still tired. I'm gonna be honest, I'm tired now. But I'm streaming because not only am I bored, but usually, streaming lifts me up a little bit. Excuse me, y'all. Y'all bear with me. I got my water here. All right. Usually streaming and hanging out with my Miami Dolphin family gets me through a lot. So thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all punch the like button. Y'all give me 1 second. Yes, sir. Leave that alone. Yes, sir.
Mommy, just take the phone away.
Come here. I can't hear you.
Mommy, take the phone away.
Mommy took the phone away? Why?
Because Mommy didn't.
You were loud?
No, she didn't because.
Too much phone?
No, because she didn't want me to call someone.
Because you keep FaceTiming everybody in the family. You can't it's Sunday night and it's after 8 o'clock. You can't FaceTime people anymore, okay?
You just need to call and don't FaceTime.
No calling either because it's after 8 o'clock. You don't want to call people's house after 8, okay?
Okay.
That's why she took the phone away from you, okay? It's all right. So you're about to go to bed soon as she's done. But right now, go finish watching the movie, okay? All right, bye-bye. Have fun, okay? It's okay. Bye-bye. Don't hit me with that sad look. Oh my gosh. Ah, Lord. Mommy gave him the phone and he FaceTiming everybody. Everybody. He going down the call list. Oh man, Glenn Paliker said, "How do I follow you?" What do you mean, Glenn? I mean, you can subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter, Instagram. You can check out the Patreon. I'm about to start dropping a lot of behind the scenes personal life stuff on there. And you'll be able to get some of the exclusive stuff that'll be on this channel, but it'll be there first. Like I'll be releasing certain things like music and different things like that. I got a track that's gonna be coming out real soon. It's pretty fire, man. It's pretty fire. It's pretty dope. But yeah, man, that's how I guess you can follow me. Thanks, Nicholas. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Fans up, y'all. My folks, we're the same way, TD. LOL. That's what's up, IMAX. But yeah, okay, I added you on Twitter. Now, Glenn, here's the rules on Twitter. You're gonna hear me say some crazy stuff on Twitter now. So don't hold it against me. If you're gonna hold it against me on Twitter, don't follow me on Twitter because I do a lot of trolling on Twitter. It's not my true sentiments all the time. So just FYI, I'm giving you a warning now. You'll think I'm bipolar on there. I'm just saying. I make it a point to trigger a certain part of the fan base on there. Just FYI, just letting you know. But anyway, congratulations to the Miami Heat. Doing what they do best, wearing Jimmy Butler out until they get far in the playoffs, and then they ain't got nothing in the gas tank. Typical. I just lost 5 subscribers just from saying that. But congratulations. Keep on going. Keep on going. Boston in probably 5, 6 at best. But that's neither here nor there. TD, you're close to that 25K. Yeah, I know. I got 70 more subs and we'll be at 25K. So if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe now. I know what you're doing, trying to get scripts. Scripts? What's a script? I don't know what you're saying. But yeah, man, if you're new to the channel, subscribe now to TD Fans Talk. Hopefully by the 21st we can get 25K. That'll be the 5-year anniversary. Again, 2 Sunday nights from now, I want all y'all to come through around this time right here. Come through and let's celebrate the 5-year anniversary of TD Fans Talk. It ain't a celebration for me, it's a celebration for all of us. Just come through because I'm gonna be honest. When I first started this channel, I never looked at it. How long you gonna be doing this? It never crossed my mind, and here I am at 5 years, and I'm like, wow. So y'all just come through. I think that's a remarkable milestone already in itself. 5-year anniversary, May the 21st, if I'm not mistaken. So please come through, everybody, Sunday evening at that time. Let's because I'm gonna be letting people on, just giving me their thoughts about the last 5 years, with some of the things they enjoyed and remember. Just a little reminiscent moment. I think it's pretty cool that we've made it this far. All right. Subscriptions. I don't try to get subs on Twitter. Glenn, I literally lose people because of my Twitter. Real talk. Respect my heat, OGTD. Hey, I give y'all the respect in the world, but every year I tell y'all the same thing, and it goes exactly how I tell y'all. Jimmy Butler is a 1B, and as soon as he give y'all a 50-point game, y'all think y'all got a 1A. He is a 1B, and that ain't enough to carry the team. Bam is hit or miss. And at the end of the day, what y'all doing right now is phenomenal, and I'm happy for y'all. But who y'all beating up on? Did anybody think the last team y'all played was going to the finals? Did anybody think does anybody think the Knicks was going to the finals? Nobody. I mean, it is what it is. Now you go beat Boston or Philly. Hey, now that's impressive. That's impressive. But it is what it is. Y'all already know how this going to end. Y'all going to see as many games as you can see until it's over. It is what it is. Let's just be honest, okay? Stop it, TD. I'm just saying, I'm keeping it a buck with them. And you know what? Here's the crazy thing. Heat fans know this. Deep down, they all know it. They just ride the wave right now, and they should enjoy it, ride the wave. But they all know. And then when the season is over, they're all going to fall back to, yeah, but 2 of our best players were hurt. Yeah, okay, good. Even if they weren't, it wouldn't have mattered. But y'all do what you do. I mean, let's just be honest. Let's be honest. It is what it is. The Milwaukee Bucks, TD. Come on, y'all be honest with yourself. If Giannis wouldn't have never got hurt, the whole outcome wouldn't have been that way. To be honest with you, you had one excellent game when he came back, still laboring the injury. But outside of that, if he was healthy the whole time, y'all know what time it was. Hey, y'all were fortunate enough for him to get hurt. You won that game. Him to not play that next one, you won. So forth and so on. Let's be honest now. Let's not sit here and overinflate nothing. Let's just keep it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, y'all all know how this is going to end. And even the Miami Heat fans really deep down inside know how it's going to end. You know. Come on. Let's be honest with ourselves, okay? Man, just be honest. But it is what it is. I mean, this ain't nothing new. This ain't nothing new. Oh man, boy. You need to get your rest. Yeah, I do. I do. Oh, it is what it is. A hater is a hater no matter what sport. Oh, y'all called me this last year. Y'all been calling me this since the bubble. I told y'all since the bubble. The Heat ain't got nothing left in the tank. And what did they go out there and show you? Jimmy Butler ain't had Jimmy Butler was running on fumes in the bubble. The very next year, I told you what was going to happen. The year after that, I told you what was going to happen this year. And every time I tell y'all what's going to happen and it happens exactly the way I say, it still don't matter to y'all do it. It's all right. Listen, I ain't got no problem. Enjoy. Enjoy what you're doing right now. And y'all know how it's going to end. And when it end that way, you still going to be mad at me for just telling you what you know. I believe it or not, I wish the Heat would just do the right thing and go get a superstar. Go get a superstar. All y'all know is true. All y'all was sitting here when Jimmy was here, and y'all was like, man, we need to go get a second star. And y'all gonna bring in Kyle Lowry and another. Stop. Stop it. No, not in here. Stop. Y'all all knew. Why are we on this right now? Y'all stop. Y'all need to stop. Oh, man. Jimmy is a superstar. Yeah, he's a superstar. Of course he's a superstar, but he's still a 1B. He's still a 1B. He ain't even a top 10 player in the NBA. Let's just be honest. He's not a top 10 player in the NBA. So, I mean, yeah, he's a superstar because as long as fans support you at a certain level, you're a superstar. That don't make you a 1A. He's a 1, but it's a B. He's not on the level of a Jason Tatum. He's not on the level of guys like the LeBrons of the world. Devin Booker. He's not on Damian Lillard's level. He ain't on Steph Curry. He ain't on Steph Curry's level. He ain't on Giannis' level. He ain't on Joel Embiid, Jokic. He ain't on the level of the top 10 players in the NBA. The man ain't even never been mentioned in the MVP race. Ain't ever been mentioned in a race. But just like Dolphin fans, leave it to Heat fans, overinflate your players because you love them, which you should. I get it. It is what it is. I'm sorry. I just got realness, nothing but realness in me. So I just call it what it is. My team, your team, it doesn't matter. I ain't got nothing against the Heat. I don't dislike the Heat. I actually get frustrated when they don't just do what they need to do. And this started back in the offseason. He's definitely better than Booker and Lillard. Okay. Oh, man. Oh, my gosh. It is what it is. But like I said, 1B. Still a 1, but it's a B. When you got a 1B, you need another 1B at least. And don't sit here and tell me Bam is a 1B. Don't do that. Okay? This man carried the Heat to 2 Eastern Conference finals in 3 years. Call it what you want. Have you seen the East in the last 3 years? Like, really? Like, really? Stop. Please. Man. See, and look, 56 points. As soon as he did it, I said, "Oh Lord, they're gonna think he'll 1A now." You know, how many players have scored 45, 50, 55 that you don't even know their name? It's okay. It's all right, y'all. You ain't listen. Defending this topic with me, you ain't gotta waste your time. It will all end exactly the way I said it's gonna end. That's all that matters. Oh my gosh. None of the small talk matters. None of the small talk matters. It will end exactly the way I'm telling you it'll end, and that's all that matters. Oh, hold on. Let's get this straight. So, Miami Heat fans, do y'all think this is the championship year? Put in the comment section. Y'all think this is the year you win a championship? Man, please. No, thank you, Ashton. It might be. That's fair. Okay. That's fair. Yes, sir. Yes. LOL. We're bringing Lillard. Yeah, you're gonna have to do something like that. Yeah, we sneak this one. Sneak, okay. Yeah, we can beat any team in the league. Okay. No, but they didn't knock off the favorite. A team from the West is taking it. So the Miami Heat are going to the finals, is what you're telling me. Okay. All right. It's rigged for the Heat to win. I ain't gonna say that. No, stop. We need Anthony Davis. The Heat dodge the Celtics. Dodge the Celtics. At the end of the day, they're gonna have to meet up. They're gonna have to meet up if they're gonna go to the finals. Y'all really think the Celtics are gonna lose to Philly in 7? What's happening right now ain't nothing but home court. That's all that's happening right now. That's it. Celtics won their 2 at home. Philly won their 2 at home. Barely escaped one of them today. That's all it is. I saw 3 quarters today of straight up blind refs. Nah, they ain't foul you. Until the 4th quarter, they finally start calling it right. Celtics should have blew them out. Refs wouldn't give them a single call until the 4th quarter. The Celtics are not losing that series. They go into Boston, they'll win. They'll go back to Philly, they'll lose. Game 7, Celtics. Winner will play the Heat because y'all going to run through New York. And it's a wrap. And then you're going to have the Celtics Heat. And there you have it. It will end exactly the way I told you it will end. If Tatum was consistent, they would have won. What do you mean consistent? Tatum ain't got to do nothing. Any given night, it could be Brown, it could be Tatum, it could be a combination of Horford and Smart. I mean, that team, first of all, that series, Celtics, that series right there, Celtics, Heat will show you what it looks like to have 2 1s. See, the Celtics got a 1A and a 1B. The Heat got a 1B and a 2A, if I'm going to be generous, with Bam. That series will show you what I'm talking about for the 1-1, where you ain't got to look for Lowry, then this person and that person to keep on making these clutch buckets to have a chance, because that's all Miami Heat are. All of these other guys got to keep making clutch buckets for y'all to survive, and we all know how that ends. It don't last long enough. Everybody who making these clutch buckets, not named Jimmy Butler right now, if eventually y'all gonna have 2 or 3 games where they can't make nothing, and then another game where it's a dogfight where you making stuff, but they are too. They're going that is the series that's going to show you. It's going to show the Miami Heat why they need another legitimate star. Not a veteran who can be savvy and smart at times. I mean, that's good to have, but that ain't going to get it done on that team. Y'all going to always go as far as you can go. And I'm sorry, at least you go into the Eastern Conference Finals. I'll say that. Jimmy is a 1A. He proves it every playoffs. Oh, my gosh. Do you understand what a 1A is? 1As get mentioned in MVP talk. Jimmy ain't been mentioned in the MVP talk since he came in the league. Not once. His name has never come up on an MVP top 10. Ain't ever. He got to be 10 plus years. I don't even know how long Jimmy been in now. He got to be up there now. Ain't ever been mentioned in the MVP conversation. Not even whispered. Low key, Jimmy might get ain't nobody ever thought of it. Y'all Heat fans and y'all never thought of the possibility. Ain't ever. So stop with the 1A crap. 1As are MVP candidates. Call it what it is. Stop lying to yourself. You're a lot of whoever. Man ain't stop. A couple years ago, the man ain't never been mentioned as an MVP. Stop. Nobody mentioned no Jimmy Butler as no MVP. Better stop that mess. Ever. The best chance he got is if he ever win a finals, he'll win MVP. Outside of that, regular season Jimmy, you might get 8 points tonight. 2 days later, you'll get 24. 2 days later, you'll get 16. 2 days later, you'll get 18. 2 days later, you'll get 36. 2 days later, you'll get 11. 2 days, stop. Stop it. MVP candidates ain't nothing less than 20 a night. Jimmy is a good player, though, because what Jimmy Butler does, he's actually not trying to go out and win MVP. He's trying to be a real team player, and that's fine, and that's great. But that's why he can't be a 1A. A 1A, hey, listen, a 1A know it's on his back no matter what, all of it. Not just this a critical game. No. I'm going out there, I'm getting me 30 every night, period, and they gonna work around this. But the way the culture is in Miami, that's good for y'all. Team ball is the only way y'all got a chance in Miami because you ain't got another superstar so they can alter the load. If all you got is Jimmy, you don't want him, then you're going to have the Damian Lillard effect. You just ain't got enough. You ain't got enough. That's why you need a true another one. So I ain't saying what Jimmy is doing is wrong. It's exactly what y'all want him to do on that team. It makes it perfect. That's what you want, Jimmy to be exactly what he is. But again, that's why he's not a 1A. TD, who's more relevant, Dolphins or Heat? The Heat, by far. I mean, look at what they've done. Look at the recent success. It ain't even close, honestly. It's not even close. The Heat are more relevant. The Heat are way more relevant. You contradicting yourself, TD. I'm not sure what you mean. How am I contradicting myself? You got to at least put it in the comment section of how I am. You just don't throw it out there and say I am. It's supposed to be a team. That's why the Bucks lost, and I agree with that too. See, when you got a 1A like Giannis Antetokounmpo, you rely on them to do so much. I never. First of all, if you're gonna have a 1A, you got to go for broke and get another one, even if it's a B. Drew Holiday ain't a 1B. Drew Holiday is just like Bam Adebayo. He is a 2A or 2B. When you got a 1A, if you really want to go for it, you need to go get a 1B, the sidekick. So I know why teams like that usually it's hard for them to get far. They put too much on the 1A and think that the 2A can play like a 1B. No, you just come up short. That's why in Boston they got a 1A and a 1B. In a 2A, in a 2B. They got it ranked down. They got it. They got it. Clay is in a 1B. Clay is a 1B now, the way he been playing. Clay, let's be now. Don't get me wrong. Like 3 nights ago, he went off. But if you look at overall Clay since all the injuries, he's not the Clay from years back. Let's just be honest. Still can get deadly, and he showed you that the other night, 3 nights ago. He showed you that 3 nights ago. But Clay's a 1B. Clay's a 1B. And that's interesting, though, to see how that series ends up. That's going to be real interesting. Jimmy Butler took 2 1A players 6 games in the finals. What is he talking about? Is you talking about versus the Lakers? Is that I'm not sure. And does that matter? That's why I went 6. And what matters is he didn't win. That's why you're gonna come up short. Because you win against 2 1A players. It doesn't matter. Oh, he went to 6 though. You lost because they were 2 1A players against a 1B. Who has 1A moments. Is that fair? Is that fair? Maybe that's fair. All right. Kevin Love gonna change that this year. Maybe, but we'll see. We'll see. Time will tell. It always does. But Boston 2 second to Heat in playoffs. You got to rewrite that to second to Heat and play it. In the playoffs. You got to rewrite that for me. Jimmy is now playing at a 1A level. No, he not. He playing at a 1A level against the Knicks. Stop. The Knicks. Oh my gosh. Oh, y'all gotta stop. Oh man. Y'all need to stop. Oh. Oh. TD hating on the Knicks. Man, the Knicks have overachieved. And good for them. But it also shows you how weak the East is. It shows you how weak the East is. It is what it is. It is what it is. Okay. Same Knicks team that gave Donovan Mitchell him. It is what it is. Oh man. You gotta play defense, people. He played better against the best defense in the entire NBA. TD. And what defense was that? What's the best defense in the entire NBA? And he played better again with them. Please enlighten us. What's the best defense in the NBA? 2.5, 3 games without Giannis, and you want to talk about he played this way against the best defense in the NBA? Stop. Can y'all stop? You don't think Giannis is a major factor in the best defense in the NBA? You trying to attack the basket with Giannis Antetokounmpo? Come on now. Oh. The best defense in the NBA. Oh, man. TD, better put some respect on my Miami Heat culture. We've been here before. Yeah, y'all been here plenty, and it all is the same. How many times I got to tell y'all this? When does the Miami Heat win a championship? When they got a 1A and a 1B. Now, one time you had a 1A, a 1B, and a 1C. At one point, man, come on. No, that's wrong. 2 1As and a 1B. I'll put it like that. Y'all win championships when you got 2 guys in that one category. I don't care if it's 2 1Bs, but you only got one now, and that's why you just come up short. You just come up short. It ain't like you're far off, but you just can't get over the hump like that. Not in this NBA. Not in this NBA. You do not get over the hump like that in this NBA anymore. It's not, it doesn't happen. Let's just be honest here. It does not happen. You don't get over the hump if you ain't got at least 2 1s. And some teams got 3. And sometimes the 2 1s can bounce to 3. But you got to at least have 2. Time will tell. It always does. And I keep being right about it. But y'all keep on every year thinking it's the year, and you still ain't get one. And then when it happens this year, next year, if they stupid enough to not spend money again and go get somebody, we're going to be saying the same thing. And what are y'all going to be saying? No, not this year. You'll see. Time will tell. Same thing. Same thing. Pat Riley will get it right next year. He'll understand. Ain't no little moves you can make that'll get this team over. When they fall this year, Pat Riley will get it. We played great team ball. Yes, some of our guys were out, but the guys that stepped up played just as well as they would have. Y'all got to keep that in mind too. It ain't like y'all got to fall off, because when those guys got hurt, the guys playing for them stepping up and playing excellent. They're playing excellent. So Pat Riley, he'll get it this time. We just need another star. And I got to go make this happen. I got to package this thing up and get it done. He'll get it. Because you don't want to keep wasting years of Jimmy Butler. He'll figure it out. Yeah, hopefully he'll figure it out. Crazy you hyping up Boston, yet they always almost get the job done. I'm not even hyping them up. I'm just telling you what's going to end up happening. I don't see them losing to Philly in 7. They could. They possibly could. I don't see it happening. And outside of that, how did I hype them up? I just said they got a 1A and a 1B. They actually have it. That ain't hyping them up. Does anybody disagree that they have a 1A, 1B? Does anybody disagree with that? I don't understand how that's hyping it up. Tatum not a 1A. Oh, he's just that 1 plus. Stop. If Pat Riley was on the Dolphins, we would have had a Super Bowl. I guess. I guess. I really do. I really do. 1A's show up every night. Oh, I guess that's why Jimmy Butler isn't a 1A. Like I said. Anyway, man. Boston and Heat have a great recruiters. Yeah. Like I said, it'll be interesting. We're gonna have some fun with it, all right. Heat Nation getting after TD. Hey, I love it. But at the end of the day, just like last year, when we all know we did this last year, right? We actually streamed some games last year. Heat games. Y'all don't remember that? Y'all remember? We went through this same conversation last year. Let me know in the comment section if you remember. Let me know in the comment section if you remember. We went through these same conversations last year. Yes or no in the comment section. Do you remember? I remember, LOL. Yeah. Same conversations. And what was I saying? The exact same thing. Y'all need to go get a top player, and everybody in the comment section was like, yeah, they're going to do it this offseason. Yeah. And they brought you Kyle Lowry. Hold on. Kevin Love. Listen, that wasn't the flex. That wasn't the fix, ladies and gentlemen. So in essence, you're going to war with somewhat the same team. And y'all wishing for a different result. Oh my gosh. He sure ain't won it in the playoffs. Hey, like somebody said a while ago, 1A's don't run out of gas in the NBA finals. Hey, don't shoot the messenger. But 1A's don't run out of gas in the NBA finals. Oh my gosh, start shooting air balls. Oh my gosh. Said, nah, TD a Rondo fan. Yeah, I ain't a player fan. Rondo ain't playing in the league no more, so it is what it is. That's the last player I loved in this league, Rajon Rondo. And last I checked, that same finals, he played better than Jimmy Butler. Facts. Rajon Rondo outplayed Jimmy Butler. Y'all talk about 1A? Stop. Jimmy Butler couldn't even run down the court no more. Y'all, we all witnessed it. Jimmy Butler, by game, 5, was done. He out on the court being a decoy, and that wasn't even working. That wasn't even working. Let's just call it what it was. Hey, if Rondo was a 1F in that series, Jimmy was a 1Z. You call it however you want. Y'all know good and well the reason why y'all lost that series because Rajon Rondo orchestrated a masterpiece, hit all his shots, and it was nothing y'all could do. Nothing you could do. Heat fans know. They won't admit it on this channel right now, but they know how good he was in that series. Real Heat fans that want to be honest. Am I lying? Real Heat fans that want to be honest. Am I lying? When Rondo came in that game, he was giving y'all the business every time. Am I lying? It's the only reason they even won that championship because of how he played in the bubble. Rondo was upsetting me. Exactly. For real, he was peaking again. Rondo went nuts. Thank you. Thank you for the honest Miami Heat fans that know who was taking over them games and know who was putting players in the perfect position Screen coming off of screens, making the perfect passes, making the perfect steals, hitting all his threes. If you want to be honest, you know who really stuck it to y'all and was the difference maker in that playoff series. Every single game. But that's neither here nor there. But let's get back to the subject at hand. Y'all were here with me last year. You was here with me last year, and we had this same conversation that some of y'all got on me. Oh my God, we've been through this already, man. All right, TD. The Heat are similar to the Dolphins. It's just, if you notice, the Heat have way better coaching. That's why we have success with undrafted players. I will say this, Taiwan. I have forever not given Eric Spoelstra his credit. I've said Eric Spoelstra only win with stars. I don't know why everybody elevating him. I got to be 100% honest with you. Not until this year, the way that all these no-name players have been playing, Eric Spoelstra, that dude, I get it now. Eric Spoelstra is that dude, and I'm putting respect on his name. That is a real coach. I have never wanted to give him his credit because I've always wanted to see it without the stars. And I was like, yeah, they've done some impressive things over the last few years. But I've also looked at the landscape of the East. Good shooting. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. But Eric Spoelstra, for me, is officially that dude. He is officially, I never say nothing else bad about him. I ain't never say nothing bad about him, but I just never gave him like that utmost, Eric Spoelstra. No, now I do. So y'all got your coach. You have your coach. But I'll say this, you still need another star, though. You still need another star. The real offseason problem is the Heat waiting around for the 1A while everyone else gets signed. Durant, Spider, and got neither of them. I got to be honest, it's not easy to get the other 1A. I thought y'all had a shot when the whole Joel Embiid thing was up in the air. Y'all need see. Here's the deal. Y'all gonna get mad at me for saying this, but you know what the Heat's biggest problem is? It's one player that's the big issue. It's one player on y'all team that's the big issue. Technically, it's two players, but it's one that's really the issue. And I think deep down, y'all know who that player is. You can get mad at me all you want, but he's the issue. You want him to be a little bit more than what he is. And he's not bad. He's actually a really good player, but you want him to be a little bit more than what he is. You want him to be Joel Embiid level, but he will never be on Joel Embiid's level. You want him to be on Anthony Davis's level, but he will never be on Anthony Davis's level. You want him to be on Jokic's level, but he will never be on Jokic's level, but you invested in him as if he can keep climbing that ladder to get there. He ain't ever getting there. And that's what the Heat have been banking on. Bam Adebayo taking that next step. It ain't ever happening. He ain't going to beat them guys. That's a different level of skill set. And the second guy you invested in that you want to be Ray Allen. You want him to be Klay Thompson. You wanted him to be the freaking Tyler Hero. That's the issue that the Heat have. That's why they believe so much, because they have waited on Bam to eclipse that next level, and they've waited on Tyler Hero to become that Ray Allen or that Klay Thompson level type guy. Neither of them will reach that level. So the drop off from reaching that level is where y'all will always come up short. If those guys reach that level, then you got your team. Y'all winning, y'all compete, y'all literally might win a championship. Just y'all be the next Golden State with Jimmy Butler. But them guys ain't ever gonna be there. Let's be honest. That's why I was shocked. When they read up on Tyler, I thought they would use him as a big part of a package to go get the superstar. That's what I thought. I thought they'll take Bam and Tyler, some picks and some more, and go get that star. But they said, no, Bam is our guy. Tyler is our guy. That's where they messed up. That's where they messed up. Hold on. Somebody said, nah, TD, you wrong. The Heat, the go after the two-man combo, we go for building teams. That's a lie. Then why you went and go get when's the last championship you won? Was that with building a team, or did you go get Bosh and LeBron? Before that, was it building the team, or did you go get Shaq to go with Wade? Don't lie to yourself. Anytime you build a team, Pat Riley is building a team to survive and compete until he can go get them dogs. Pat Riley know what time it is. He ain't crazy. He built that team to be good to go compete until he can actually land two dogs at a minimum. Yeah, you're going to compete for a championship every year, but you also can't go get them dogs every year. He know that. He building all these young players and using them, and he going to profit off of their trade value. So look at all these guys right now that's playing so well while the other ones are hurt. In the offseason, y'all should be happy because their values are going up. Their values are starting to look a little bit more. So you got 5 guys on this team right now who got immense value that you could do without, and when you go get that superstar. Because when you go get that superstar to go with Jimmy, you're going to fill that roster with enough good players in free agency. But you got to land the top guy. But don't say it, tell me, oh, but no, TD, you wrong. We don't go after the 2 good players. We build team. When has that team ever won? Stop it. The only time you won is when you went and got the good players. Other than that, you compete like everybody else, and you may make it further here or there, but you ain't winning no chip until you go get them dudes. Pat Riley ain't crazy, but he also know he can't just go get them every year. It ain't easy. You want to position yourself to make the right moves. So I ain't knocking him for it, but y'all need to realize that as Heat fans, you're competing, you're making moves, you're going deep in the playoffs, but no, really soon, that next domino is going to fall, and y'all going to get that big name to go with Jimmy Butler. And he going to put pieces around it, and I promise you, Pat Riley, he going to put together another championship team. And you're not far away now. But he ain't rushing it. He developing players just to get them ready to be traded. As fans, though, y'all think that is just y'all trying to win it now. Pat Riley knew at the beginning of the season, we're going to play hard, we're going to compete, we can go as far as the finals as far as I care, but you know what? This ain't the team that I feel is going to win a championship, but we going after one. He knows deep down inside what time it is. And he sit right over there on the court watching every game, evaluating these players, understanding the values, and just sitting back waiting every year until he can bring it. See, Pat ain't in no rush, and y'all should be happy about it because at least the man delivering you a championship every 8 to 10 years or 2 or 3. You know what I mean? But he doing that the right way. He doing it the right way. So as a Heat fan, you should be happy about it. You elite, and then on top of it, you are competing with the chance every year, you know. So the Heat fans should be at an all-time high. You either go far in the playoffs or you win a championship. That's what you've done the last 20 years under Pat Riley. That's what you've done the last 20 years. You've either competed in the playoffs or you've won a championship. So imagine if the Dolphins can flip that type of if the Dolphins can do that. Man. But at least he's delivering. Like, when did y'all win with Shaq? Was that 03 years? I mean, when was that with Shaq? I forgot. What year was that you won the chip with Shaq? You got one with Shaq, right? What year was that? Come on, Heat fans. When were my people at? 03, 04, 05, 06, 07, somewhere in there. It was before the Boston reign. Okay, 06, right? 06. When the first win you won with LeBron, D Wade and them? 11, 12 or something like that? Because I know Boston dominated for 3 years, at least. When was the one? Was it 12, right? Because Boston was 08, 9, 10. It was either 11 or 12. Okay, 2011, 2012. 5-6 year difference. Now, I understand it's been 10 years, but you also have to remember, like a LeBron type deal, Bosh and all that, it don't come around often. And also, LeBron was a free agent. If I'm not mistaken, he had a choice, remember? Where he was taking his talents. It's not hard to land that other great player. They have to want to come too. Pat Riley is just sitting back, building a team, waiting on the perfect opportunity, and somebody to want to come, join Jimmy Butler, and get it done. It's that simple. And there's some moves that can be made out there. I just think this offseason coming up for the Heat, this is the one. Because you're lucky that those other guys got hurt. Look at the value that these other guys are bringing in. You know how many people would love to fill their benches with guys that can show up and be gritty and play tough? And these guys are getting to show it in the playoffs right now. Pat Riley over there like, yeah, man, these players' values are literally rising. And he going to go and put that work in and flip it. And he going to bring y'all another star. He going to do it. But Lowry ain't bad. He just ain't the answer to be the difference maker, him and Kevin Love. And I'm going to be honest, a guy like Lowry is a guy that you want to keep, though, because the veteran savviness, he know, like you can see him dissect certain things on the court and put people in the right position. He identifies the mismatches and make sure he take advantage of it. Things like that you can't underestimate. Plus, he can go off on occasions. He ain't going to always go off. But a guy like that you want to keep, but you bring the star in with Donovan. I'm saying Donovan, not Donovan. I'm saying Donovan because somebody put it in the comment section. I mean Lowry. You bring the star in, you bring with Jimmy Butler and Lowry, and now free agency, you're gonna go get the nice wing shooters. You're gonna go get you'll be fine. Pat Riley will fill that roster. It'll be amazing. It'll be amazing. No, I get it. Not for 35 mil a year. I get that. Well, that's the one thing I'm not versed on, the books for the Heat. But I don't. How long is that contract? Yeah, 3-year, 85 million. 30 million next year. Jeez. See, that's one thing. It's the investment. It's the investment y'all be putting in players too. Yeah, it's the investment which isn't great. It's not great. But I will say this. Hold on, let me see. I will say this. His next contract won't be like that. This is the last year of it coming up next year. I mean, the man will be 38 after next year. His next contract won't be like that. This is his last big money haul. But you do have one more year of dealing with it, as you can see. But again, it ain't that big of a deal because in the NBA, there's a lot of different things you can do. There's some interesting things you could do. But I get it. True, that's a hit though. Hey, Pat Riley. Teams always trade for expiring deals. Yeah, but that's a guy that you see. You would have to trade Lowry, and then he'd have to go through a buyout, and then trying to see if it's possible. I don't know how the rules work, but if you're able to get him back. Sounds like you talking about Tua when you speak of Bam. Man, Bam is a great player. But you know what? Bam belongs with the 1A. Bam belongs with an aggressive 1A, Dame Lillard. That's who Bam belongs with. That's exactly who Bam belongs with. A 1A. And then you just make him the cleanup guy. Get them rebounds, play good defense. You're going to get a shot here and there. And he'll still end up, especially with all them deep threes, he'll still end up with about 16 to 20 a night with a ton of rebounds. But he need to be with a guy like that. You know, yeah. They are not breaking up the team if they win a championship. Oh, of course, if you win a championship, then that says this team is good enough. So you don't break it up. I agree. But all right, we'll talk in a few weeks. Okay. Keep Lowry, bring in Kyrie at the 2. Yeah, Kyrie would make the difference. Yeah. Kyrie would make the difference. Yeah, Kyrie. See, that's another automatic point getter. That's a point getter, automatic. Yeah, that would make the difference. And you can get them too. I believe you can get them. I believe you can get him and keep Bam. Yeah, that would be Kyrie. Yeah. Dame ain't leaving Portland. You see that money they gave him, and then unless Portland want to send him, but you see the money they gave him, and then he came out talking himself saying, I ain't trying to be ganging up with other players just to win a championship. I want to do it the old school way. He ain't gonna never do it. But some players, low key, they won't admit it, but they want to be the king of their humble abode. And that's Dame Lillard to me. You got to think about it. He's a god in Portland. You see what I'm saying? So he's everything in Portland. He's the biggest figure, you see? So all that championship talk, that's window dressing to me. I want to do it the traditional way. I ain't got to team up with superstars to try to win. I want it the hard way. Yeah. This is a new era. Stop the cap. Yeah, you might not want to do it that way, but that's the only way you're going to do it. That's the only way you're going to do it. And they gave him the big deal. And that's a big deal. And he's the king of his humble abode. That's his city. That's his everything. So it is what it is. How about De'Aaron Fox? What do you think the Kings gonna get rid of their young star? Really? Really? No. I don't see that happening. Jimmy needs help. Yeah. Yeah. He does. He does. He definitely does. We keep Lowry, get Kyle Kuzma and another 2 guards. See what I'm talking about? Jason Levely, and that's gonna move the needle. Well, Kyle Kuzma is a 1 now. Mavs not signing Kyrie. He a free agent. We can try to sign him. That's your move. That's your move right there, boy. That's your move. Got Kyrie out there cooking, attacking, and Jimmy Butler coming in having fun. Kyrie Irving is your move. Kyrie Irving is your move. Man, you talk about a guy who can get to the basket on anybody. And when you come to that basket on help side, and now you dishing it off to Bam, now Bam will be the best version of himself with a Kyrie Irving. Because Jimmy Butler ain't attacking the basket as fast or as swift as Kyrie Irving. Jimmy Butler is going to be that mid-range, get the hard foul, all that stuff, which is amazing. But Kyrie will, if Spoelstra that guy, he going to make that thing, that's going to be nasty. He going to make that thing nasty. Kyrie ain't the guy. Kyrie wrecked the Mavs season. They went from 4th in the West to out of the playoffs. But you got to understand why. Because they played hero ball. For the last several years, it's been nothing but hero ball. One guy who takes 5,000 shots a night has the green light. Even it doesn't matter. Listen, the man got the green light on anything. And Mark Cuban realizes, as he should have been realized when Dirk couldn't do it alone, he realized he needs help. But the problem with bringing help in, you can't keep playing like you can jack up the 50 a night. But Kyrie coming on a team that already plays team basketball, see, Kyrie don't fit with people who jacking up and got the green light. Ain't nobody on the Heat got the green light in the green light way. Some of them got a green light, take your shot, but none of them have a green light in a Luka Doncic way, in a Steph Curry way, in a Dame Lillard way. None of them got that green light, and that's why Kyrie would fit. That's why Kyrie would fit. Because the one thing I'll tell you about Kyrie ain't a green light person either. Kyrie ain't just jacking it up from crazy stuff. Kyrie looking for his shot. Kyrie looking for the right shot. It might be a tough one, but that's his shot. See, Kyrie's looking for the right shot. His green light ain't the same as Luka, just jacking it up 8 feet behind the 3-point line, like Curry, like Dame. Kyrie ain't doing that. Kyrie's green light is cooking you. And I promise you, when the shot goes up, it's a good shot. Even if it's difficult because of the defense, it's still a good shot, though. Because it's what he works on. It's his shot because he make them. It's totally different. Kyrie, I already knew. Kyrie was never going to work with the Mavs. Because now you altering Luka's game. The person who needed to change in that situation was Luka. And now start to play a team game. But you done already built the monster over there, so it's hard to get him out of it. What they need is a big man to offset it. The Heat owner will not sign Kyrie, TD. His personal beliefs would allow him to. I'm sorry. Hey, you want to put all that into it? It is what it is. I don't know how they feel about that type of stuff. Sending love. Are you dropping a new Dolphins track this season? Yeah. It's gonna be pretty dope. Actually, it was done, but now I want to go back and make some changes to it. Believe it or not, I actually dropped it on my Patreon a few days ago, and then I removed it like 10 minutes later because I want to go make some changes to it. It's pretty dope, though. It's fire. I'm going to be honest with you. Some of my better work. Kyrie has to reestablish his brand. Listen, the only thing he got to reestablish is a championship. That's how you reestablish your brand. A championship. Kyrie never won without Braun. He killed Boston, Nets, Mavs, etc. He ain't that guy. I'm telling you, TD. Well, Lewis, once again, remember it was Braun and Kyrie. And if you look at how they complemented each other, and LeBron was more passive passing the ball, right? That's his flavor. That's where he gotta be. But when you talk about Boston, they had like all of them guys that were ready to be on the rise, as you can see now. You talk about the Nets, once again, a loaded superstar team. That ain't what Kyrie needs. Kyrie need another dog, but one that ain't like Luka, Jimmy Butler. Play off of each other. Kyrie would have been great with Dwayne Wade, too. The way he played. I'm telling you, it was always the issue, Lewis, was the fit. It was always the fit. Go look at the difference. LeBron and Kyrie, LeBron a little more passive. Hey, go do your thing. Now I'm doing my thing. You know, they never clashed. But when you got Boston, all them guys were up and coming stars. And now you see that today. That was one of the issues in the net. And plus all that drama started. In the Nets, bro, you got freaking Kevin Durant and James Harden? Come on. That's really what you don't need. I ain't like Kevin Durant and Kyrie by themselves. Because Kevin Durant ain't doing it like LeBron. Two different type of players. But we'll see what the Heat decide. We'll see what the Heat decide. All I know is they go get another legitimate scorer like that. And I ain't talking about this 3-point specialist like they always do. You go get another legitimate scorer who can go get his shot and create. And I ain't talking about the old Victor Oladipo level type guys. Like I told y'all then. Victor Oladipo ain't making no difference. Told y'all that then. Yeah, but we got Victor Oladipo now. Stop. These guys are good players, but that ain't what you needed. That wasn't the difference maker. Told y'all this. An hour and 13 minutes, and y'all got me going talking about the Heat the whole time. The Miami Heat. Miami Heat. Are you dropping a new Dolphins track this year? Oh, yeah. I already read that. Yeah, the track pretty dope, though. Got some bars in there. And we still winning without those guys. Yeah, you always win until you don't. I mean, this ain't got to be an argument. Let's just be honest. The Heat have always won until they didn't. And then when you don't, you say why, and you realize just outmatched. The other team just got a little bit more than what we got. That's what it always ends up being. That's for every team. When you end up losing, unless there's some major injuries or some type of setbacks or something, usually when the Heat always win and go to the playoffs and go do well in it, actually. And when you lose, it always comes down to the same thing. That other team just actually got a little bit more. We were outmatched. We just couldn't hang with them. What will help us match up or outmatch them? We're talking about that now. So don't say, oh, we still ain't got them and we winning. Yeah, you always do until you don't. This is TD Fizz talk, not TD Heat talk. Hey, I get it, but this is what they wanted to talk about tonight. I'm just trying to, your boy been sick. It's my first night back. I'm just going with the flow, honestly. Y'all, forgive me, bear with me. I know a lot of people probably leaving, and I don't want to talk about no Heat. It's a lot of Heat fans on this channel. Ain't Dolphin wise, ain't nothing. What the title say? It's been quiet in the Miami Dolphin streets. Ain't nothing been going on. I'm waiting on this schedule release. I'm waiting on this schedule release, man. But we'll see. Hold on. Who played tonight? It's a game on tonight. I don't even know. Sicko, that's why you talking crazy. Who plays tonight, man? Is that game started? That game done started yet? Oh, that game been going on, huh? I ain't even know. Well, they must be at halftime, huh? All right. This is an interesting series, though. Be real interesting to see how this one ends. See if they can overcome Jokic. All right, yeah, it might be halftime. Where you got that news from? Got that news? I don't know what you're talking about. How about a little TD NHL talk? Florida Panthers playing. I don't know nothing about no hockey, man. I don't know nothing about no hockey. I've been to a few games in Dallas. Outside of that, I don't know nothing about no hockey. Other than you hit, poop in the goal. That's about all I know. I know it's 3/4 or something like that. Jets first game. I wish there'd be a nice start off. TDU still want right tackle Taylor Lewan with his prone to injury. Better yet, the Plains are showing right tackle Mekhi Becton. The Patsy's right tackle Trent Brown and free agent Cameron Fleming. What's your choice? Yeah, I still want Taylor Lewan. See, he can be injury prone, but go get me a few of them. See, an injury prone Taylor Lewan is still better than no Taylor Lewan. You see what I mean? It is what it is. I mean, I look at it like this: beggars can't be choosers. Beggars cannot be choosers. That's how I see it. So yeah, he can get hurt. So we satisfied with Teron Armstead over there getting hurt. Beggars can't be choosers. So absolutely, I still want that to happen. Listen, I'm actually operating off of the fact that Miami's going to get the job done. We're going to go get another right tackle. The whole running back situation, I don't know. I don't know now. They signed all these guys and then drafted one and then literally what's his name, Mostert or whatever, coming out here saying that McDaniel apologized to them. So maybe they don't see any issue in the room. And then you apologize to them. Why would you apologize for them and then go get another back when you were their shortcoming? If Mike McDaniel was taking the ownership of their shortcoming, which they averaged a good yards per carry. So I don't think the big time running back is in play anymore. But we got to address the O-line. There ain't no way around that. The Miami Dolphins got to address the O-line. Matter of fact, that leads me to something real quick. Let me play this for y'all. Oh, Lord, I hope I don't get a copyright. Let me play this. No, I ain't going to do that. I'm going to do the audio. I'm just going to do audio because they done already cut my monetization off. They already messing with your boy money. So that's why I say thank y'all for those who donate to the channel. So let me go audio. I don't want to get hit up again. All right. First of all, Adam, been a member for 6 months, said shout out to you and the family. Thanks, brother. Love you. Appreciate you, homie. So let's do this audio only so we don't get the copyright.
Wasn't exactly the case. The Dolphins are 24th in the NFL in pass block win rate last season. That continues a troubling trend. Since Tua's rookie season back in 2020, Miami has the third worst pass block win rate in the NFL. So, Mina, do the Dolphins have done enough this offseason to improve that O-line?
In the last 3 years, we have the third worst pass win rate in the NFL. They asking, has the Dolphins done enough to improve the line?
Literally do anything. So, no, I will say this. I think the Dolphins probably see it this way. They had a lot of injuries last year. Guys will be returning. And I will say there are players on the offensive line that make it a better unit than there was 2 years ago. But if their left tackle, Teron Armstead, is out for any period of time, and as much as I hate to say it, history suggests he will likely miss a few games, this offensive line could be a real problem, especially if defenses force Tua to go beyond his first read, as we saw more often in the second half of last season. And the reason this drives me crazy, or at least makes me concerned, is because otherwise, this is one of the most stacked rosters in the NFL. I love everything else they did this offseason, particularly on defense. They should absolutely be contenders in the AFC, but I do worry that any injury to this offensive line that's already fragile could hold them back.
What have I been telling y'all? It's crazy. She said everything I've been telling y'all. She said everything I've been telling y'all. First of all, if Teron Armstead goes out, we in trouble. And she brings up another point that, once again, I be telling y'all, but nobody want to talk about it. They want to act like the second half of the season didn't exist for Tua in December. And I've done so good. It's been like 2 weeks and I ain't even been talking. I ain't really said nothing bad about Tua. Y'all notice that? Man, y'all give me my flowers. Give me my flowers. Hadn't it been like 2 weeks and when it come to Tua, I've been on my best behavior? Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong because I'm about to break that. But tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. I've been on my best behavior, haven't I? Oh, your boy been good. Man. Anyway, time to break that. Because it's time to be honest. Like she said, she actually said something that nobody want to talk about. She said, the problem is if this offensive line breaks down is also the fact that if defenses start taking away his first read like they started to do later in the season, nobody want to talk about that. if defense start to take away the first read like they did later in the season, and we all know how he looks when you take away the first read, basically what she said, it could really become a problem for Miami. Because let's be honest, this is what people ignore. When the offense was rocking and rolling, Tua was killing his first read all day. I mean, to a point to where people thought it was the second and third read because he like this is what our offense was doing when it was rocking and rolling. Hike, back to pass, quick slant. First read, no big deal. Hey, it is what it is. Every quarterback has it, right? Hike, back to pass, quick slant. Everybody got it, right? Well, okay, back to pass. Comeback. First read, it's all good. Then hike, looks to the left, throws right. They think it's a read. He was just trying to look the safety off. He knew where he was going with the ball. And our offense is rocking and rolling. Our offense is rocking and rolling. But when they start taking away that first read, if we had time to throw the ball, sometimes we'd hit the next guy. Sometimes we miss it. Interception, tip ball, or overthrow, underthrow. But what people don't realize is how often the first read was open for us. People do not realize how open the first read was for us when things were going great. They don't realize that. Somebody said the offensive line only gave time for one read. Well, that's not absolutely true. It's not, and now there were cases where that may have been the case, but remember that San Francisco game? None of us complained about the O-line. That wasn't the issue. But that quick little read after that first play when they got it, they went for a touchdown. After that, they took that first read away. But nobody in the O-line was holding up. Chargers, O-line was fine. That first option may have not have been there because it was man-to-man, bump and run. So that quick little thing you want ain't there. Somebody said at least 80% of the time it was only enough time for one read. It's not true. It's just not true at all. It's just a blatant, like, egregious false number, by the way. Egregious false number. 80% of the time the first read was all there was time for. No. We could drop back the pass with a perfect pocket and we hit the first read and you add that in the number. No. Everything was clean. Good pocket. Delivered the ball. First read. It was just open. Now, you want to know a better stat that actually fits the 80% of the time? 80% of the time, when we hit the first read, the other team was in zone coverage. And we threw it right in that spot. And the receiver came right across that spot and caught the ball. That would be more accurate if you want to throw 80% out there. That would be a lot more accurate. But that's why you have film. This is why you have film. And that's what we'll do a whole lot more this offseason to get us through the time. We'll watch a lot more of the film. Let me see something. And I ain't talking about copywritten film. I got the all 22 from last year at least. Tua hits his first read if it's there. He still goes through progressions pretty quickly and has great anticipation. Just get rid of the ball when necessary. And I disagree with that. See, I disagree with that. Let me tell you the part I disagree with. He hits his first read when it's there. Absolutely. Sometimes, because sometimes he'll go. See, this is the weird thing. This is the weirdest thing ever with Tua. This is where I remember that play they put on Twitter that had everybody going crazy, where they said, "Look at him going through his reads. He looked down the seam first, and he moved the safety, and then he went to Tyreek deep." Well, if he looked at his first read down the seam, Mike Gesicki was wide open for the touchdown up the middle. He obviously wasn't looking at that read. He was just trying to look the safety off because he already knew where he was going. In this play, because they thought they were making a point of his head going through progressions. But what they didn't realize when they pulled the all-22 and looked at the whole field, Mike Gesicki, not a player within 15 feet of him going up the seam, Tua looking right at him, but was he really looking at him? Or was he just trying to look this way because he was coming back right? Because he looked that way and came back right going to Tyreek for the contested catch when Gesicki was wide open where he was actually looking in the middle of the field for the touchdown. How do you explain that? How do you explain that? Now, I can explain it because it's the same thing I've been telling y'all that people say, no, you just guessing that, you don't know. But I can explain it because he ain't reading progressions. He already knows where he's going with the ball, and he's trying to use what he used in college, and he was flawless at it. It was one of the evaluations I had from him at college, his mechanics and manipulation. Flawless. This kid was fun. That's one of the evaluations I had from him in college. Flawless manipulation. He know how to move a safety or pause you very well to go where he wants to go. He knows how to do that very well. But when I put that on Twitter, nobody could answer the question. All they could say is, you don't know what the play call was, so you don't know. Yeah, but y'all are telling me that was his first read, and here's proof that he went to a second read when he threw it to Tyreek. But the first read was wide open for a touchdown down the middle of the field. Right away. And I'm like, how do you explain that? How do you explain it? And all they could tell me was, well, you're assuming that you don't know what the play call was. Maybe the play call was for Tyreek. Then don't tell me he was going through progressions. So that's all I'm saying. There's times where we need to determine whether or not he's truly going through progressions or if he's just manipulating the defense to go where he already knows he's going to go. And that's one of the biggest debates in the community about Tua. Some people say he does that. Some people say he doesn't. And I am telling you, in my film study, in a great sample size, he actually ain't going through progressions like that. He already predetermined know where he's going. Now he may have options where if I look over here and that linebacker bails to the flat, then I should have this based off of the pre-snap. You know, that makes sense sometimes. He may get that right on occasions. I'm looking at cover 2, and if the outside linebacker takes the tight end in the flat, then the slot receiver, I can hit him on the slant right away. Hike, linebacker goes to the flat. Let me put it right there. My slot receiver should be coming across for the slant. He reads that. So, but it's not going through progressions. He's saying he's basically got choices. If this guy does that, I should have that. If that guy does that, I should have that. That's why when defenses do exotic stuff, like what the Chargers did in San Francisco, when they do that exotic stuff where the guy goes in the flat, but the safety comes up for the slant, and this is when it gets disastrous. This is when it gets disastrous. for him. And yeah, of course, he goes to a second sometimes, but this is how it looks. Hike looks to the right. Linebacker took the first guy, so I have the second read. It's already predetermined. But I rarely, like once or twice out of 100 plays, see Tua work from one side of the field to the next. Most of the time, the action's on one side. They half running over there because they know it ain't coming on each side. We saw many plays on film where half the field jogging their routes, turning around. They know it ain't coming their way. We saw this on film. So it is what it is. That's why he learns with Fangio. Well, we hope so. Or it makes him look like he a struggle quarterback. Because once he starts trying to do it, time will tell. Time will tell. We all hope that he best. Let me see something. I don't know what I got on here. Yeah, scores. Okay, I got it now. Give y'all some action real quick. What we've been talking about. Anyway, Buffalo. Give me 1 second. All right. All right. And what we're gonna be doing too, guys. Y'all give me a second. What we're gonna be doing too, we're also gonna be looking at some of the coaches' film from the players that we brought in this year. We're gonna be looking at some of the film of the players that we brought in this year in the offseason. All right. All right, but right now, let's take a look at some of this, man. Screen. Let's see. Chrome tab. Get some of this in. Hopefully, y'all don't mind. We can look at a little bit of film. Watch a little bit of film. Chargers game. Let's see if the teams are really figuring it out. All right, so we got a 4-man rush here. We got a bump and run at the top of the screen that look like Waddle. They giving Tyreek some cushion, but it looks like they already got the safety in the corner on the outside ready to bracket that. But we got a little is that a tight end or receiver? On the line, by the way, slot tight to the line. So let's see. We're just watching the play, looking at the looks that they gave Tua. Why was it so difficult? We know it's not man coverage. And then Tyreek goes in motion. So the safety comes up for that bracket, and then the other safety backs out in cover one. So they were disguising this pre-snap, just so y'all know. They were disguising this pre-snap. If you see right here, looks like we have some cover two, but they look like they were going to roll into cover one to begin with. And that's what you have right here. Tua already back to pass, fakes the handoff, clean pocket. Pause right here. This is as clean as that pocket's going to get. This is they wanted. You got Tyreek coming at a corner one-on-one on the outside. You got Waddle coming, look like he's about to hit that coming across the middle as always. But Tua right here automatically says, hey, a lot of congestion. My one-on-one is Tyreek on the outside. And we go deep. And honestly, I like the read by Tua because it's the one-on-one. That's the exact read you want to hit. But once again, on the deep ball, the ball's not led out in front. Right there, Tyreek got the separation. You put that ball out in front, Tyreek has to turn around. And honestly, y'all, this should have been a huge gain for us. Tua put it in the spot that allowed the Chargers defender to bat it down. These are those plays with the deep ball. So, like I told y'all before, we still leave a lot on the field. We still leave a lot on the field. And this is why. That's all right. Let's try to get it back. Let's try to get it back. 2nd and 10, operating out of the shotgun this time. 4 down linemen, but they go wide. They go real wide. They keep all of the guys that could slip out on the inside. If you notice what the Chargers are doing here, they go real wide and they keep the linebackers packed inside of those 2 DNs so they can keep those guys that could go out on the route, those tight ends, inside of them just in case they get a bump or something to start the play. Look at the contact those guys on the wide making. And this is a max protect. 2-man, 3-man route with the Mostert in the flat, but this is a max protection. Man, this is an interesting play right here. This is what we do a lot of. Another single high. Another single high. You see they bracketing right here. The safety. Let me hit right here. Tua's back to throw. First read. Coming across on the slant to Waddle. Can't catch the ball. Let's look at the quarterback view of that one. Let's look at the quarterback view of this one. Wheel route is open. You mean Mostert? Yeah, but I want to see. See? We know, see, this is what they call this is what they think is a progression, y'all. And really, he's just trying to move the safety off. He's not looking at that first route because it ain't even developed yet. He already knows he's going to Waddle. Even though that's tight coverage, he's going to put the ball in the spot anyway. He puts it, and the guy is there, and he's able to bat it out of Waddle's hand. If you look at it, he bats it out of Waddle's hand. Bang. Bats it out of Waddle's hand. Wasn't much separation on that. But these are those plays right here where we're going to let it fly anyway. And I'm going to tell you now, I'm not mad. I mean, this is, in my opinion, it's a great ball placement. But was it ever open? Was it ever really open? That's what corners, that's the best that a corner can do in that situation. That's the best that a corner can do. That's the best coverage you can have on a slant. And honestly, the corner knows it's going inside the whole time. Look at the corner. He's just holding them. I want y'all to look at the corner with Waddle on the outside from the beginning. Stop right here. Look at the corner. He knows it's going inside. That's why he's on outside leverage, waiting to cut in when Waddle cuts in. Because you're not going out, because now you got an issue. Coming in, corner in perfect position, sticks his hand in there, bats the ball out. So great throw that time by Tua. But is it the throw that should have been made? Or should we have looked at another way? The way our offense is made, you got to make that throw because it could get disastrous if you hold on and look for other routes. Because I know, like you said, the wheel route was open. Let's take a look at it. Somebody said Easy E catches that. Once again, we're basing that. Let me go back to the last play. Let's see the wheel route. Is it really open? Mostert, running back, coming out of the backfield. No, it wasn't open. Wheel route not open. Nothing was open. Oh, I see. Are you talking about the running back on the opposite side at the bottom of the screen? Yeah, but you can't blame Tua for that. He already firing the ball. He already going to his target, his first read. So that's not on him. And there wasn't nothing else to go. He took the first read. That's what the play was designed, to be able to take that shot. So that I wouldn't, it wouldn't no play after that to be made, in my opinion. But great defense. They already know what's going on the inside because that's typically what Waddle's doing on his route. Now we got trips to the right, one to the left. And we're getting a cover two. We're getting a too high look. Look like pressure may be coming. And something's weird about this play already because look on the outside. Gesicki got a man on him. That looks like Waddle is the second one at the bottom. He got a man on him. But if that's Tyreek, nobody's on him. Then on the other side, you got a guy on him. And the safety ain't even lined up with the guy in the slot. So that's a precursor to the guys at the defense. This is zone, and the guys are going to back out. Somebody on that defensive line should be backing out here. That should tell you that pre-snap. That somebody's not coming. Something is off here. And if not, you got an advantage with Tyreek right up the seam right away. A quick hit right away to Tyreek up the seam. So you got your cover two. On the outside, they bump and run, pressing, and you got a uncovered Tyreek Hill. Yep, see, they backing out. You already know somebody's backing out of this. Clear as day. The cover two is backpedaling. The one-on-one at the top. The safety's getting in position to help. Two is back to pass. Clean pocket. Right? So he already knows where he's going because he's cocking back to throw it right here. This is interesting because I can't figure out where he's going right now, honestly. And he throws it. Oh, yeah, that ball's going to fire no matter what. So, see, again, this is a timing and rhythm play right here. This is a timing and rhythm. Of course, he knows the play. The ball is already gone. So this is literally, let me get this. So he throws it right behind that linebacker. And they couldn't get it. Did Tyreek slip on his out? No, he didn't slip. He angled it. And the ball may have been just a little hair in front. Yeah, you still got to catch that. Let me look at the other view. Well, again, some people are saying bad read, but it ain't a bad read when it's your first read. Look, he's just waiting on it. He's just waiting on it. It's not a bad read if it's your first read. It's your only read. I mean, I get what you're saying, bad read, but it's your only read on this play. Yeah, Sherfield would have been the guy on this play. You see over here, number 14 at top left. Safety bailing. That would have been a nice little pickup to Sherfield. Let me show y'all in the sky view. Let me make sure it wasn't another defender that I didn't see. Sherfield at the top of the screen. That'd have been a nice read. That's where we're supposed to go. Well, again, we can't say that's where you're supposed to go with the ball when it's, again, it's his first. That's where he was going to go anyway. Here it is again. Sherfield is the read. They're in the zone. Look at Sherfield. If you know the routes, but it doesn't matter. Like I said, he's looking to the right. He's not trying to survey nothing past that. Sherfield would have been the perfect play. Now, to be fair on this, he didn't have much time. Number 8 is about to bear down on him, but still, reading the field properly, knowing that his zone, this ball should have already been on his way to Sherfield. But he's already committed to where he wanted to go. And once the pressure comes, he got to go there. If you notice, Tyreek ain't even out of his break when the ball flies, and Sherfield ain't either. But that's where the big gain is. But pressure was coming. He got to commit to it at that point. It is what it is. It is what it is. All right, let's go back to some more Miami action. Van Noy's number 8. Man, I thought this was us. Oh, I see what's going on. They drove the ball on us. I'm going to, here we go. Miami get the ball back. All right. Here we are, backed up. Let's make some plays, baby. Hand the ball off right up the middle. Nowhere to go. Next play, same formation. Fakes the handoff. There go our favorite play again. One in the flat, one on the wheel, and the slant coming behind it. And once again, Tua's going to let that ball go right where it need to. See, the Chargers had us figured out. See, this play usually works, y'all. I love, you know what? I'm glad that I can show it on a play where the defense actually plays it perfectly, because we've watched too much film where this has been wide open. Okay? Here's what typically is supposed to happen on this play, guys. You see the receiver is going to take a slant. Okay? But the problem is you're about to have a guy in motion on the wheel. You see the guy in motion? That's the tight end. This linebacker is supposed to take the tight end. Hold on. What is back? Let me back up for a second. Hold on. So the tight end slips out this time, and then they run a wheel behind it. Y'all see this? Tight end goes on the wheel. The linebacker comes in the flat. The lineman comes in the flat with the linebacker, making it congested. But the difference in this play is the corner. The cornerback is the difference in this play. The corner didn't give cushion. On this play, the corner is usually back by the 10-yard line. I want y'all to pay attention to the corner on Tyreek right here. Usually, the reason why this worked all year and we got big yards, all the same play, that cornerback doesn't play bump and run in most of the games. That cornerback is at the 10-yard line. I want y'all to imagine that cornerback at the 10-yard line, and when Tyreek Hill takes his first step, the cornerback backs up. Imagine that. And then you will see why this play was wide open all year, but it's not open now because it's bump and run. The Chargers got our number. They knew. He blanketed him, but Tua, it doesn't matter. Tua's going to throw it their way anyway. If anything, you want to take the wheel route. I told y'all the reason why is Tua's reading the linebacker on this play. If the linebacker goes to the flat, then I need to hit Tyreek on the slant. But Tua needs to look pre-snap that this is man-to-man bump and run. This isn't the same cushion. So you got a better chance with the wheel because man-to-man gives his own little brush. But we doing the same script. If the linebacker goes in the flat, hit the slant. And what happens here? Linebacker goes in the flat. Tua reads that. He's coming to the slant. But where you want to go is this wheel route. The wheel route is where you want to go right here. Because in bump and run, the wheel route gets its own little separation. I'm not going to lie to you. This is actually a great play, y'all. It's beautiful. If it's cushion on the outside and the linebacker goes in the flat, hit the slant. If the linebacker stays still, hit the flat. If the linebacker hits the flat but is man-to-man bump and run, hit the wheel. It's an amazing play. It's hard to guard. That's why we run it 15 times a game. And before you argue with me about that, I've already proven this on this channel that we run this play by 15 times a game. It's a great play, but the quarterback has to read it perfectly. It typically gives you an advantage somewhere every time. And another thing that they did on this play that they were ready for it, not only did the linebacker go in the flat, but the defensive end did too. Look at the double team in the flat. The defensive end was coming to Tua. He said, no, let me go in the flat. I see what y'all doing. We done seen this. But the wheel is there. But don't tell me we reading. Don't tell me we reading defenses and going through progressions. Because the way that this play is designed, and we done seen it a million times, pre-snap, real talk, pre-snap, right here, pre-snap. If the linebacker go in the flat, I got to hit the wheel because it's bump and run on Tyreek. It's bump and run on Tyreek. If the linebacker goes to the flat, I need to look at the wheel because it's bump and run on Tyreek. Now, I can show you plays maybe later that work like this because there's cushion on the outside or in other games. But this is a prime example right here. Already pre-scripted. We know where we're going with the ball. And Mike McDaniel calls this play a lot. This is Tua's safety net play. That's his safety go-to play. All right, next up, we got more of that trip action to the right, one to the left. And they are in the same defense, but this time it might be cover one because the safety is actually aligned with Tyreek in the slot this time. And they might be sending pressure, but I don't know. Let's see what we got. Oh, we got one in motion. So that already changes. Nope. They giving you one look and they bailing pre-snap. They already bailing. Look at this. You see them bailing out of it. So technically, it might even be Tampa. Depends on how far that linebacker keeps bailing. It might be Tampa. Yep. And look at him. Bracket and Tyreek. So this is a play where they want to stop at the sticks, 2 yards past the sticks, and get the first down. And the good thing is we get the first down. All Tua needed to do on that play is identify any guy that turns around and has enough, and even though we already know, he knew he was going to Tyreek in this situation. Stop on the dime, ball already gone. Ball's already gone. So good job picking up the quick first down. All right. This is that same play again that I was just telling y'all. Here we go, running it for the second time, okay? You're going to have Waddle pushing up a little bit more depth for the slant. Gesicki's going to come on the wheel, and the motion guy is going to try to hit the flat, okay? Same wrinkle. Here we go again, y'all. Fakes the handoff. He's looking for the slant. The wheel's coming around. The linebacker stays still, so typically you don't want to throw this. You want to let the guy in the flat clear. Oh, see, he pump fake. And why did he pump fake? And he didn't throw it. He didn't throw it initially because the linebacker never hit the flat. See what I'm telling y'all? The linebacker never went out in the flat. You know why? What the Chargers was doing? They was putting the defensive end in the flat. Every time there was a motion, they were sending the defensive end out. Y'all see that? The defensive end, whoever was on the line at the end. Look at 52, pre-snap. You see pre-snap, 52 is on the edge. They got 3 down linemen and 2 on the outside. 52 is on the outside. But what they do, anybody who come to motion, they sending him in the flat, so it gives the secondary less stress. Y'all give me one moment. My bad, y'all. Just taking care of some stuff. But this is the same play. Same play, y'all. So once again, pause right here. The running back is going to come across the formation into the flat. Gesicki's on the wheel and Waddle's down here on the slant. Okay. He wanted to throw it, but the linebacker never moved. Look at him. He was ready to throw. That ain't no regular pump fake. He see the linebacker waiting on it. Good job pulling it down to him. And now he's looking deep at the wheel, but that's guarded very well. And the flat, look where he goes. Look where he goes. So he actually had the right read on this based off of what the play is supposed to do. But the issue is they sent the defensive end, whoever was on the edge, they keeping that guy following the guy in motion, and it's disrupting everything McDaniels is trying to do with this play. This play worked flawlessly against everybody else. I need to pull up some Lions film, and y'all gonna see how this play worked to perfection because of the way the defense played it. They figured us out. Instead of worrying about a linebacker taking the running back in the flat, just let the defensive end go that way. They're going to get rid. See, the Chargers said they're going to get rid of the ball fast anyway, so why are we rushing the quarterback? So whoever on the edge, go out there in the flat, disrupt them. So Tua had to put that pass high just so he could catch it. But good job not turning the ball over here. He saw the linebacker, and look, if he would have threw that ball, you see this linebacker would have got him. Pick 6. He looked at the wheel. I like that. Not there. And the play says, go to the flat. He throws it in the flat. Did his job. But they all over this play. The formation looks so congested. Ain't nobody noticing all that eye candy in the backfield. LOL. Well, the play does look congested, but a big reason is because the linebackers never moved like they usually do. Look at the linebackers on this play. They never moved. They stayed there. They stayed there the whole time. They stayed there. In the Chargers seen this play enough. In the Lions game, the Bears game. And the difference in this play is the defensive end. And actually, that's Tyreek Hill in the flat. Nothing he could do. And by the way, there ain't nothing Tua did wrong. He's just playing the basic offense that McDaniel run for him. He operating that. There ain't nothing Tua did wrong there, other than the fact that people need to realize our whole offense was very gimmicky with this play. Every game we ran this play 10 to 15 times. This is our offense. All the other plays are wrinkles outside of it. Now, there are some other wrinkles to this play because they playing it this way now. So sometimes what they want to do is if they play it well, now we'll send that guy instead of a slant, we'll send him up the seam or we'll do a deep cross on it. So there's a little variation in this play, but you got to continue to watch how the Chargers bottled it up. All right, here we go. This is a similar formation to the play. If you notice the play, they could run it either side. You see this? They could run this play either side, but notice what the Chargers are doing. They have the outside leverage. You see the corners on the outside of both sides of the field. Even at the bottom, you see that the corner is shaved on the outside a little. So when you cut inside, they're already in a running position to chase after you. If you go outside, they already got leverage. This is what they were doing against it. They're giving you cover 2 pre-snap. Here we go. Now look at him. Coming up to the line, he's going to bump at the top. They want to disrupt him and bump him at the top. And let me tell you why they bumping them. Just in case they're wrong on the play, that they're doing that same play over and over, they bump you so you don't get that full head of steam going deep. Just in case they're wrong. They're guessing the play wrong. Here we go. All right, but this time it's going to be a simple handoff. A lot of congestion because they still loading the box. This play is only designed, this formation they want to throw out of, but they run it a few times. And here we go again. Same thing on the next play. Trips to the right, one to the left. You see the common theme here? We got one play that we run 15 times a game. In this formation here, we run another 15 times a game. It's just different variations. Trips to the right, one to the left. You got man-to-man at the top, bump and run. You got 2 guys at the bottom, Gesicki at the bottom again, and you got the slot wide open with the safety. Will they switch to cover run? Will the safety go downhill and get Tyreek for the sticks? Because it's 3rd down again. Remember, they did this. And what did the Dolphins do? Everybody ran to the sticks and turned around. And obviously, typically, the pressure coming, they back out. We've seen this. And they backing out again. Tyreek already looking at Tua because he's the hot read. Because nobody was guarding him right away. You see that. But we got a penalty, a false start. I believe that's what it was. False start. A lot of this stuff is scripted, though. You can see it. It doesn't take a genius to dissect this from the previous weeks and come in with a game plan. Now the Dolphins want to be even more creative. They don't want to do 3 on the right. They're doing 4 on the right. They're doing 4 guys on the right. But that doesn't take the Chargers out of their formation. It does not take the Chargers out of their formation. Same formation. And will they get one-on-one at the top? I don't know what's going to happen on this play because this is rare when we run this formation. Let's see what we get. They send 4 rushers. So they got 4 guys on the right side against 3 defenders. Well, 1 deep, but you can't count them at this point. But the first down marker, we know where that is. They just sending a whole bunch of guys bailing. Tua, right now there's no way to know where to throw. So if he's about to throw the ball, he's anticipating where the guy is supposed to be. And that is a wide open hole in the middle of the field. And he throws it there. And they closed in on the coverage. They mad because they dropped the potential interception. Tua just put it in that spot. He put it in that spot. Yeah, there you have it. I told y'all. And don't get mad at Tua. He put it in the spot. But look what happens to Waddle. Look what happens to Waddle. Watch he get bumped. Bang, right there. Tua don't care. He don't care that you got bumped. It's his job to put it in the spot. He not reading that bump. Because if you read that bump, you don't put it in that spot, right? If you read this contact right here, Waddle getting hit hard, by the way. And let me see, is that in the first 5 yards? No, that's past the first 5 yards. But it don't matter. Refs ain't calling it all the time. Hopefully they called this one. I don't know. Nope. And he threw it anyway. And look at this guy in the air. That guy right there for the pick. And he mad that he dropped it. Let's go with a sky view. Let's go with a sky view on this one. I mean, quarterback angle. Let's go with the quarterback angle. Telling y'all, it does not matter what's happening on the field. Tua knows where he's going with the ball. Even if that guy falls on the ground flat on his face, that ball is coming. Back to pass. He looking there the whole time. Lets it fly. Look at this. Number 9, it just goes right through his hands. And, I mean, it's 2 guys there, honestly. He hit it, and the other guy hit it too. And it bobbled. Oh, I kept saying Waddle. That was actually Tyreek. Tyreek got bumped. That wasn't Waddle, y'all. That was Tyreek. Look at this. You don't throw this. And the sad part about it, to be honest with you, even if he didn't get bumped, even if he didn't get hit, terrible. This was a pick. Even if Tyreek did not get hit, look, that wasn't going to change the defense being right there. Look at the ball. The defender like, oh, Christmas. And he hit the ball, and then the other defender hit the ball. It didn't matter. It didn't matter that Tyreek got bumped. That was a throw that should have never happened anyway. See, but when you play a defense that doesn't play defense like this, and we get in these big old games, all of a sudden, our guy has arrived. Our guy has arrived. See, when the defense is a basic cover 2, and they're not scheming for this middle stuff, our guy has arrived. Let's look at the pressure. Oh, so clean pocket. No, see, that's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. Just call it what it is. Y'all bear with me. I'm going to go to the next Miami play. All right, here we go again. Let's pause and let's go to the sky view. All right, Mike McDaniel, what you going to dial out coming out of this train wreck of a team that knows your offense? They know what you're trying to do. He's going to go right back to that same formation. 2 tight ends on both sides, 2 receivers. So you can run that same play either direction or run the ball. 2 is under center, 1 in motion. He tosses it this time. So they do a run out of that. Nowhere to go. And this is going Teron Armstead's way. Let's go back to that play. I need to know why the running game on that play was just so awful. A lot of times, they already going to attack because Tua is under center. And they already playing the slant. See, they already know that if Tua is under center, they're going to run the ball or he's going to turn around real quick and throw the slant. They already know that. So they could run pursue and guard the slant. That's why, look at these DBs. They playing up in the box. They playing close. Chargers ain't getting no depth. The Chargers had zero fear of our speed. You know why? They bump and run with Waddle, and they bracket in Tyreek. Bump and run on Waddle, bracket Tyreek. We're not worried about it. One guy's going to bail. One of them going to catch him about 7 yards in and shadow him just in case he cut in or out. So 4 down linemen. All right. Tight end gets a good block and then loses it. Gosh, who is this tight end? Who is this? That's all on the tight end. Hold on. Yeah, that's all on the tight end. One man ruined this. Let me see what number that is. Who is this? 81? I don't know all their numbers. Who's 81 again? Who's 81 again? Please don't tell me it's Durham Smythe and y'all saying he gonna lead the tight end room this year. Oh, Jesus, it was. Elijah Higgins, please be the guy. Step up, bro. Step up and take that room. All right, here we go. Same formation. Fakes the toss. What do they want to do right here? Get that deep that in. Oh, we got a rare sighting here, and this is going to be real interesting to see what he does. So, first of all, this is a good thing by Tua, but he's reading the safety, ladies and gentlemen. He wants to take this slant at the bottom of the screen, but the safety's coming downhill. All his slants, he looks at the safety. If the safety's not coming downhill, he's taking the shot for the slant. If the safety's coming downhill, he got to get off of it. Right there. He sees that safety coming downhill. So I don't want to throw it in the middle because he's trying to get me. Good job, Tua. Now he switches. Now this is a new read. That's a dedicated read. This is a second read, y'all. Good pass protection. This is a dedicated second read. And he goes for it deep. And I don't know what he threw. Just a bad throw. I don't even know if Tyreek I don't even know if Tyreek thought the ball was coming. He lets it fly. I think he got nervous too. He just put the ball in the spot Tyreek was not going to end up. I don't think it's miscommunication, Q. I just think Tua anticipated it in the wrong spot. And on top of that, it wasn't the first read he wanted to go to. This is the story about when you take Tua off of the first read, how bad, and this is the first time in this game he done went to a second read, honestly. Outside of that play where he hit Tyreek in the flat that got 1 yard. But this is a true Tua got off his first read and went to the second one. But this is the story. Anything outside of that first read doesn't really end well. And he just floated the ball up. Just not a good throw. Let's just look at the sky view. Maybe it'll give us a better perspective. All right, let's look at it from this view. I love that he looked at that safety coming downhill. He said, "Nah, you ain't gonna pick me off." Now he going for Tyreek burning down the field. And he just thought, now come on, Tua. I don't even like the throw. He did it so casual. Look at this. Look at the casualness. Like I ain't trying to make a joke, but he did the cool boy throw here. Look. Tyreek ain't that tall. And Tyreek looked at the safety and said, "Oh, please don't pick this off." That's what Tyreek looking back for. He's like, "Oh, please don't be a pick." Tyreek said, "I can't get that." "Oh, thank you. No pick." He actually it looks like he threw it too far in front, but it's actually an overthrow. It's actually an overthrow. Tyreek knew he couldn't get up and get that. Tua wasn't late on this throw. He put too much under it. He wasn't late. He just didn't put it where it needed to be. All right, next play. Let's go back to the sky view. All right, here we go again. More of this action. 3 to the right and 1 to the left. And you got the bump and run on the bottom. Okay. But this time you got a different personnel because Gesicki is by himself at the bottom. All right. Now, this time they come up on the slot on Tyreek. This is the first time they're giving this look. So cover 2 press. This is the first time they actually put a guy in front of Tyreek. And they man-to-man this boy. Now it's 3rd and 13, so they playing the sticks, and they're going to send the one linebacker out in a Tampa. So it's actually Tampa. You see that middle linebacker bailing? And they're going to let the safety stay right still at the sticks, but they're going to have the linebacker bail for Tampa just in case Tyreek or somebody get to the next level. Good scheme here. Look at this. The crossers are guarded. The one-on-ones are guarded. Where do you go with this? Nowhere, sack. Just great defense. They got it all covered up. There ain't nothing Tua could have did in this secondary. Ain't no anticipatory throw. Him not throwing the ball is what's impressive about this. Good job. But actually, I lied. Throw it away, if anything, right? But beggars can't be choosers. I want to cry about everything. Now, let's see where it broke down on the D-line. 4-man rush. Oh my God, Teron Armstead. Jesus. Your best lineman. Your best lineman at the bottom of the screen. Spin move. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Let's move past that. Let's move past that, people. All right, here we go. Next drive. Armstead. Here we go again, but this time we 5 wide. McDaniels has to change it up. At least I like the fact that he's like, they are over everything we're doing. And y'all see why they over everything they're doing, right? They haven't blitzed yet. Anytime you send that guy in motion in the flat, they use the defensive end to go out with him, so they got more guys to cover in the middle and the deep. That's the playbook against this defense. That's the playbook. Now, McDaniel's saying we got to try something new. We got to try something new. Now we've gone 5 wide. Empty backfield. Now the O-line got to hold up. Because this is as imano as it get. 4 against 5 in the NFL. All right, so what do we have here? All right, pre-snap. By the way, somewhat of a single high because we spread it out. Now McDaniel's putting Tua in a situation where he gets to kind of sit back and try to look for the mismatch. Pause right there. He goes on the wheel route. Just bad ball placement. He threw the ball out of bounds. He had Gesicki on the jump ball. Didn't even give him a chance. Hold on. Hold on. Did I go too far? Give me a second. Here we go. Yeah, let's go again. If that's Gesicki at the bottom, 1-on-1, first read, he already was going to go there. He takes the shot, just a bad throw. Didn't even give him a chance. Didn't even give him a chance. Didn't even put the ball in the field of play. It's terrible. Now the Chargers finally sends a blitz. They finally also give cushion on the outside for that slant. Y'all see this? Y'all see Waddle out there by himself at the top? Tyreek is bumping run at the bottom, though. This time they're doubling up tight ends on the left side, which means they're going to send the motion, which is probably a wheel route, which it is. See, here we go again. And then they send in the running back behind it in the flat, and they're going to have Waddle on the slant. Now, what is the linebacker doing? I done already taught y'all this lesson. The linebacker is going in the flat, so this is where you want to throw the slant, where the linebacker is following the wheel. Man, Tua got all kind of advantages on this. The wheel route is wide open. The flat is about to be wide open. And where does he go? He goes to freaking slant. Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh. You finally got the coverage you wanted for this play. They finally gave you the coverage you want for this play. This play is going to beat them. Wheel route is the read, Q. You're right. And he did need to take it early. But since he didn't take it early, the flat was the read. But he was committed. You know why he was committed? Because I don't care if this ain't proof of what I keep telling y'all. Stop listening to these people. This play, Tua is not reading progressions. He has a simple assignment. If there's cushion with the receiver and the linebacker rushes out to the flat or the wheel, the slant should be there. Because they're scared of Waddle and Tyreek's speed, they usually start bailing. But the Chargers never bailed in this game. They let them run in their chest on the slants, and they played great defense. They never was scared of the speed. And so what did Tua do? He read the linebacker like he always does. And what it tells him is if the linebacker starts running to the flat or the wheel, take the slant. And what did he do? He took the slant. These other routes ain't gonna never be this open. Look at the wheel. You take the wheel right now. Oh my gosh. It's a race up the sideline. The only reason it looks closer right here is because the running back been slowed down. If he hits this wheel, man, they racing up the sideline. Oh, man, if you fling this out to the wheel right here, man, they racing up the sideline. The safety is catching them at the 50. In the flat. If you hit the flat is running up the sideline because the number 49 is still chasing the wheel. He don't even know what's going on. This is the first time they gave you the look you wanted on this play, and we still committed to Waddle in the middle. This ain't a bad read. This is a terrible read. But let you play another team that's scared of the speed and they bailing, and Tyreek catches that, our guy is cooking. Our guy is cooking. Now, do you understand why I told you, wait till we get to this game, that game, and that game, and then we'll see who our guy is? Now, when I play the Lions film and these are open the whole time and he just cooking, our guy has arrived. No, you only arrive if you're when you're eating them apart on. Oh my gosh. Anyway, let me keep moving. I ain't supposed to be getting all stressed out about it. It is dead and gone now. Great pocket all game. Who you telling? Same thing. They're gonna come back to it, but they hand it off. They tried the same wrinkle, but they hand it off this time. We got some good running yards. They mad they didn't get a hold. Too bad. This is literally the worst game of the season. Chill. Finn Law. That's the point. Why was it the worst game? It actually didn't have to be the worst game. It was the worst game because they knew our offense. And what do you think is going to happen when teams... This was the last 6 games, y'all. Everybody knew our offense. Even when we were cooking, it was tight. Oh, man, what's going on? Give me a second. All right, let's go to the next play. All right, same formation. Same formation. This time out of the pistol. 2nd and 4. McDaniel hands the ball off. So now you see we're running the ball. You know why we're running the ball? Because either we're making the wrong read or they're all over it. So McDaniel's handing that rock off right now. Oh, wait, we fumbled. Oh, and this is where Tyreek made us look like we were at least decent in this game. I forgot about this. Fumble came. Tyreek made us look like we actually were decent. Because we got some points. Sometimes, y'all, games are going to be tight. Defenses may have your number. But that's why when they do give you something, you got to be able to take it. And plays like that can't happen. That wheel route play, that might have been a touchdown. 25 yards passing at half. All right, let's see what we got here. Similar formation, is just that this time, see, this is what McDaniel does. He's running the same play, but he giving you a different formation sometimes. You know, the typical formation is one receiver on both sides. You see this tight end sitting right here. Usually there's another tight end sitting there, but this time he going to have 2 receivers to the right, send one in motion, but it's the same thing. Look at Tua reading it. Should I hand it off? He hands it off. Same formation with different wrinkles. The only thing that looked like it's about to work, only thing look like it's going to work is running the ball at this point. So in my opinion, please commit to it. Now, once again, bump and run on the right, cushion on the left. Gesicki looks like he's going on a wheel. And Trent Sherfield hitting the flat. The wheel route is guarded. The seam this time. And now he got to go to the flat. And he's one of the worst in the league throwing the under 5 yards. Just so you know. Look at how they played this. This is the same play. Different look. I keep telling y'all, it's the same play. Same exact play, y'all, but a whole different look at the formation. He just changing the formations, but it's the exact same play. This time, let me tell you what the wrinkle was. They went on the sideline and said, all right, stop running the slant. They all over the slant. run the seam this time. This is the adjustment. Tyreek run the seam. Gesicki do the same wheel. Sherfield go in motion to the flat. Same thing. But this time they don't slant it, they seam it. Pause right here. Not Gesicki, but Durham Smythe is on the wheel. Sherfield sneaking out in the flat. And now Tyreek is running the seam instead of the slant because they all over the slant. And this is a wrinkle. And now they trying to sneak Sherfield out of the backfield, but they got the defensive end right in his face, and he can't float it enough to make it accurate and complete. Incomplete. Same play with the mini wrinkles. Here we go again. One receiver on the outside at the top, one at the bottom on the left. They send Waddle in motion as that second tight end right here. That's what it would look like. Waddle's on the wheel. Tyreek, right? You look at Tyreek stutter stepping. Am I slanting or am I going? Am I slanting or am I going? I want y'all to pay attention to this. Look at Tyreek on this. Same action, but you could tell they went to the sideline to try to confuse the Chargers, and it still don't look like it's working. Watch Tyreek. Tyreek, you don't know if he's slanting or seaming. Right here, he hesitates, he stutter steps, and he seams. Nowhere to go. Tua bails out. They blew it up. They blew it up. McDaniel out there trying every way he can to get that same play to work in a million different wrinkles. And here we are again. Now we go 5 wide again, and they send 4. Tua's back to pass. Here we go again. I remember what happened on this earlier. The same thing 5 wide earlier. He threw it into multiple coverage. Nobody was open. And he threw it anyway. And right here, I don't see who open, but he cocked back. Maybe he anticipates in the middle of the field and we catch one behind the linebackers. Sherfield, yeah, this is the one we got. This is the one that worked. And what made this one different? No contact. Good job by Tua, good job by Sherfield. See, on the last play right here, they bumped him. Pause. Last time they bumped the guy right there. This time they didn't. And they were still waiting for it, but good job by Tua holding out this time, not rushing it. So they got one in finally, first down, finally. On 3rd and 10, by the way. We finally, and I ain't gonna lie, it was still the right defense. It's just the linebacker was flat-footed instead of moving to the middle. All right, now this is a different formation that we haven't seen all game. 2 to the right, heavy line, I formation. Will we be running the ball? Looks like it. 1 in motion. Yep, run the ball. We got two yards. Something like that. Oh, 1 yard. 1 yard. All right. This is the different formation. Play action, man in his face right away. Let's see what happened. What were they doing? This is just bad dial-up. How are you going to run a naked? Oh, that's just bad. Bad design. Bad design. And you don't have nobody pulling from the opposite side for that D end. It's just bad. And just bad. And even if nobody was there, you had nowhere else to throw the ball other than that shallow, and that would have probably been 1 or 2 yards. Trips to the left, 1 to the right. So we're back to this. Now the slot is unguarded. So we know what that is, but we got a false start. False start. Same. Now we empty it out. Now the Chargers are just playing around now because they got 3 guys at the line. The linebacker still, the rusher still comes. This is a pretty pocket so far. But the way they're playing defense right now, post route may be the only thing that can save this play. And it might be the post at the bottom of the screen. If we run in a post right here, that would be the perfect play right here. Never mind, number 81 is wide open underneath. But this is 3rd and 14. So Tua's throwing. He goes. I don't know what's going on here. I got to look at this again. Because they didn't run a post. They still run in the middle of the field, which just isn't smart. So Tua takes the shot one-on-one on the outside and don't even give him a chance. I count that as a throwaway. Just a bad day. This is just a bad day. This is just a bad day. Y'all bear with me. I'm just getting to Miami's next play. Chargers scored again. All right, let's pause here. All right, let's see what we got. All right, we ain't ran this play. Tua's back to pass. This is a new play. He's looking to the right. He's committed to the right. Nothing's there at all. He flushed. Nothing. Goes down. Let's see what happened here. They just all over it. It's a lot of man coverage, and they tight to the guy. A lot of man coverage, and they tight to it. Not tons of zone. And when they do run zone, they bracket in the middle of the field. They just came with the game plan. They figure our entire offense out. Don't let that be a wheel route. That's a wheel, but they running the ball. Because it's the only thing that was working. Or giving you a little hope was running the ball. But we're trying to make Tua an all-pro. I guess that was halftime. Dang, all of that happened in one half. All right. Here we go. Let's get the ball back. We come out in the second half. They running the ball. No gain. Mike McDaniel knows he got to try to run the ball. Here we go again. Same thing. This time we will route when we seam it. Please be. This is an out. This got to be an out route. Hopefully it's an out because that's the only thing open, but it's in the end. And it almost got picked off. They are killing the middle of the field, and that ball is coming regardless. Trips to the right, one at the top, bump and run at the top, leaving the slot open. Same thing. The line is going back out, and they sent an extra guy this time, and they got outside leverage again. Look at that. So that out route they can close on. Oh, They just masterfully playing this D. Look at this. Tyreek on the out right here. Not one guy, but two guys dropped to him. And the safety, see, that's where those triggers should have been pulled on that out. Oh, he missed it. He just not reading. That's a Waddle all day. Touchdown potentially. I like you to do it for the defense on the same game. Our defense, I got you. Look at this miss. Talk about reading a defense. Oh my gosh, what were you looking at? And Waddle put his hands up. Right here, he wants to go to Tyreek. Two guys dropped to Tyreek. So he think in the middle of the field going to be open, but the guy's playing great coverage. You got to go to what do you mean tight end wide open? The tight end is who he went to, and it was guarded. The defender got his hand on it. Waddle is the one. You got to throw that post. Look at Waddle putting his hands up. Put it out towards the sideline to her right here. Yeah, I know the flat was wide open on the other side, but it doesn't matter. It should have never even worried about the flat. You put that out to the sideline, that's at least a 30-yard gain or a touchdown up the sideline. Next play. Oh, my bad. Something going on. Here we go. 3rd and 9, more of that trips to the left, one to the right, man-to-man at the top, unguarded in the slot. They giving us the same look, and we going with the same formation. And they playing it geniusly. Pause right here. Oh, this is the same play. Oh, my. Well, this is the same one. I'm finna say, boy, please. Oh, I'm finna say again. Oh, that's the same play. And that was 3rd and 9. Hey, y'all say we be reading defenses, huh? Going through progressions. That's what they say. That's what they say. We be going through progressions and reading defenses. And you know the frustrating thing as a Dolphin fan, let it be a trash defense that's staying in a cover 2. All these plays are working. I need to pull the Lions game up. I need to pull up the Lions game. And I want to show you all these same plays wide open in the Lions game. Wide open. All of these same plays. Y'all think it was just execution? No, it was the defense played against us. Running the ball some more. Well, put on a good game before you start trolling, TD. Well, when I put the good game on, I'm going to show you what's difference between the other defense and what the Chargers were doing. Why it was so easy. Don't worry, we'll go to the Lions game. They were taking away that middle of the field like crazy, man. Tua ran the ball. Another run. Now we got another 3rd down situation. I don't want to watch no more of this game, by the way, y'all. Trips to the left, one to the right once again. You got one-on-one on the outside with Tyreek. They did not care about the speed because they wanted to put their hands on him. And now Tua takes the shot deep that way. And luckily that guy fell. And here we go. We got a touchdown. Lucky for us, that guy fell. Tripped up. Good job taking a shot on a one-on-one. Connected with Tyreek. That's Tyreek's second touchdown, if I'm not mistaken. And the crazy thing is, I think we were still in this game. Do y'all want to finish this game out, or do y'all want to go to the Lions game? Let me know in the comment section. Running the ball. Somebody said backup DB, by the way. Yeah, their secondary was depleted. This is where Tua missed the out routes. Poll it. I'll poll it. Look at this. Mike McDaniel said the middle of the field, they've been taking it away. Let me dial up some out routes. Look at this. Look at this out route at the bottom of the screen. Look at that out route. You see what I'm talking about? And he's looking at it. He's looking at it. Throw that ball by the sideline at the 40-yard line. Huge gain. He don't even pull the trigger. The out routes. They there. He dialed him up. McDaniel dialed him up. People like McDaniel didn't make any. Look at the middle of the field. Look at the tight end. Look at the tight end sitting in the middle. Now, he did run and get the first down. But the plays were there. The plays were there, man. Nowhere to go. Another wheel. This is where the old line, in my opinion, just broke down and he panicked and got rid of it right away. He had Gesicki right away, but he didn't even look. Trips to the right, one to the left. Same thing, flipped. Pressure. This is where the old line just couldn't hold up anymore. Teron Armstead getting abused. Teron Armstead was getting abused on that play. All right, I'm done watching this one, man. I'm done watching this one. Y'all remember what week the Lions game was? Y'all remember which week it was for the Lions game? That was his best game ever. Like from not statistically, but as far as clean, like couldn't miss. Anybody remember what week that was, though? Week 8. There it is. All right, week 8. Thought I just had it. All right. Execution in that game was great. Okay, let's see. I know it was great because of the defense. Yeah, we fumbled on the first drive. Let me see. All right.
Predicting to be a low-scoring game to get the ball down to the half-yard line.
I'm going to show you exactly what the Lions defense did that the Chargers didn't. All right, here we go. I formation. Handoff on the first play. Nice run. Right? Starting that work. Mostert. Oh, wait. Did I miss something here? Hold on. It couldn't have been a first down on the first play, was it? Did he get 10? Yeah, he did. He did. So, all right, here we go. Next play, same thing. This time, play action. Let's see here. Dump down, little quick dump down. Get a little 8 yards. Nothing special, nothing crazy. We cooking. Single back, toss. Running that rock right now. Dang, did I skip a play literally? Hold on, y'all. 2nd and 5. Here we go. Wait, is this the same play? Yeah, my bad. Y'all forgive me for that. All right, this time we 2 to the right, 2 to the left. They send a blitz. Tua goes down. I think on this drive we fumbled. All right, 2nd and 18. 2 to the left, 1 to the right, 1 in motion. A quick little dump off again. 3rd and 14. This is where we start cooking. Here we go with the 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Now you see already here's a big difference. We know that the slot is uncovered, right? Like the Chargers did. But look at the bottom. The Chargers always had that bump and run the opposite side. Also, they trying to bracket Tyreek, look like, if I'm not mistaken. You see the safety pointing. Let's see if we execute or not. Safety bailing. Quick screen. Good play design on that. What gave them the yards they got? They gave too much cushion. But 4th and 4. Think McDaniel going forward. Typical trips to the left, 1 to the right. Man-to-man bump and run. Quick little out route. 1st down. Pick your match. What the Chargers did on those trips, they always play zone and they blanketed the underneath. Oh my gosh, what's going on? Q says stretching the field, pick your poison. You see how many times they stretched the field versus the Chargers? The difference is the Chargers actually came up more in your face, and then they bracketed whoever went in or out early and let the safeties come up for the next level. See, the Chargers play zone on plays like that. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. All right, here we go. We got the wheel route. We got the flat. Now look at this slant. You see that in the seam? But he fumbled. But this is what they're going to start giving us all day. Same thing. Remember, I told you we could run the slant or we could run the seam, right? Look at this play. Same thing. You got Sherfield going on the slant, but a seam. Gesicki going on the wheel and the running back in motion to hit the flat. But look at the difference. No bump and run, and the guy followed the flat. You see that? Wide open. They start giving us this. Too bad we fumbled. But this is going to be the common theme for most of the day. You're going to see it the whole time. Because you ain't going to get them fumbles all day, Detroit. All right, here we go. Let's see what we run. Gesicki on the wheel. This time we running a full seam up. Tua turns around. He got options. Look at these holes in the defense. Throws, got him. Look at this. You ain't seen this one time right here. Pause right here. You ain't see this one time in the Chargers game. You ain't see this one time in the Chargers game. This was just put it in the spot, pick them apart all day. Anybody he threw the ball to was open. Any receiver he threw the ball to was open. It's crazy. Shows you night and day for the defenses. Here we go again. Wheel route coming. The wheel, the slant. Tyreek. Look at Tyreek on this slant. Now look. Tyreek's at the top of the field. Y'all remember this. I taught y'all a lesson on this, okay? Where the linebacker go? If the linebacker goes in the flat, look at the guy coming across the middle. Tyreek in these windows. Tua missed it. He went to Gesicki right away. It's all good. We still got yards. But usually, the only reason this time he didn't go to Tyreek because we ran a play action out of it. Hold on. Let me show you. He didn't see it because this is one of those ones where we ran a play action because the run game has been doing good. Usually, we ain't doing that play action. And he would hit Tyreek on that slant. But don't worry. You're going to see it. You're going to see plenty of it in this game. Similar formation. This time, they're going to run the ball. Trips to the right, one to the left. Same as the Chargers, but this time, nobody's bumping the single guy. And you got the seam of Waddle. I think that's Waddle in the seam. Nobody covering him. Waddle goes out to the flat. Tua already cocked back. Throws, just a bad throw. He already know where he wants to go with the ball. See, this is what's frustrating about it. Because look at this play. Everybody open. Everybody's open, and he actually went to the most difficult one. And it was a bad throw. You got on the other side, the underneath guy. The post is getting bailed on. He already know where he wants to go with the ball. Bad throw right there by Tua. Now look at this cushion. Come on, y'all. Look at this. They showing a zero blitz look that they probably going to back out of, but they already in trouble. And they don't back out. Look at this. Now, did he catch it? Yeah, he caught it. Now, I ain't going to lie. Terrible throw. That's a touchdown. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. That's a touchdown. That is a touchdown all day. Terrible throw. But and I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt that you anticipated he was going to blow past him. And I'm also going to give it to him because the flat was wide open, but it is 3rd and 13. So good shot, but terrible throw. That's a touchdown. And honestly, since the ball was so terribly thrown, that could have easily been picked. Lucky for us, they starting safety was out. Glenn said you showing the offensive plays from last year. Why? Do not understand. Because I'm showing people the difference between the offenses when we weren't figured out and when we were figured out. I'm painting that picture clear as day for people, Glenn, so that they can understand the state of this team, that we're going to have to come with a new offense this year, because later in the year, you saw the difference of the defense. You saw us at our best in this Lions game. You saw us cooking, flawless, couldn't miss. But people think that it was us. And I'm trying to show people it was the defense and how they played us. Because we were running these same plays versus the Chargers. And look at the difference in coverage. So before we get ahead of ourselves and sit here and say our guy has arrived, understand the defense that was played against us when our guy was at his best. Run the ball. He say he only wants highlights. He'll get them if they show up. Look at this. Another variation of it, y'all. I like this throw by Tua, though, because it's kind of back shoulder. So we got the wheel, the seam. See, this game, we tried to use a lot of the seam. Look at him cutting in on the seam. The linebacker follows the wheel. Tua throws it in the waddle, back shoulder, away from the defender. Excellent throw right there. That's a sniper right there. That's a sniper throw. Handoff. Round the edge. Couldn't get there. Spread it out. Tyreek in the backfield. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Man coverage. That's advantage against the Lions. Quick screen. Incomplete. What happened in the backfield there that made that happen so quick? They let everybody go because they wanted the screen. Teron Armstead was already at the next level. They just blew it up. Good defense on that. Daniel dialed up a screen. All right, next play, trips to the right, 1 to the left. They confused on defense of who got who. Tua's back to pass. He's looking. Coming across the middle. Terrible throw, but he also didn't want it to get picked off, so he put it outside, and we couldn't convert. And this 1st and goal must have been a penalty. All right, first, nice one. Waddle creeps behind, touchdown, easy butter. Let's go back to that. I like this. I like this one. Let me tell you what I like the most about it. It's a lot of the same action. Mostert out, seam up by the tight end, Waddle across the middle, let that speed. He looked to us waiting. Clear Waddle, clear Waddle, clear Waddle, and he finally clears right there. And Tua strikes it. Perfect. Good patience, good line protection, and he puts it right where it needs to be. Good patience by Tua on that. He never rushed it. Very good execution. Now, that throw wasn't late. He went, I disagree. He had to make sure it cleared. Somebody say he making reads, though. Now, don't go that far. There was no reads being made here. He wanted Waddle and he waited on him. Clear as day right here. We already know that was a look off. Waiting on Waddle the whole time. This first little slip to Tyreek, that's the look off. This is what y'all say is a progression. Right there. He's waddling it. Every time he look off and he bounced back the other way, y'all think that was a progression. Detroit never didn't score until the 4th quarter. So it's crazy. Hey, call him, Q. Hopefully you can find him. Fakes the handoff. Look at this. When did you see a middle of the field this open in the Chargers game? People out here running free. People out here running free. And look at the safety. The safety got his back turned, y'all, in the middle of the field. And look at Waddle. And why didn't Tua fire it right away anyway? Now he fires it later, and Tyreek goes up and get it. Tua bailed himself out on this. You already got Waddle coming across the middle, and the safety literally turns his own back. He steps up. Look at this. And Tyreek on the next level, just free. They just free. They out there running free. And the Chargers said no. You don't think the Chargers watched this film and said, heck no. Get in their face every time and put your hands on them. We're going to cut all this out. And y'all thought we just cooking? No, we just played some trash defenses that was scared of the speed and didn't want to compete. Another handoff, lot of congestion. Back to pass, quick little option, Tyreek in the zone. And if they going to play this loose, I like it. McDaniel said, let's go get surgical then. Trips to the right, left, one to the right. Throws it. Just out there having fun. Everybody open. Let me go back. My bad. Wheel route underneath. If you're going to give speed all of this cushion, and yeah, that was an amazing throw. But if you're going to give speed all this cushion, you're just making life easy for the Dolphins. So, ladies and gentlemen, when I tell y'all, if teams are going to play cushion and play like zone like this all day, we're going to have a field day. They won't be able to stop us. They won't be able to stop us. We can't be stopped. Look at all this cushion that they playing with. Look at all this cushion. There's guys running free in zones. Look at the middle of the field. And Tua takes the underneath. But Tua got even, on these plays, he got even better options. There's even better options. Let's go back here so y'all can see. We out here eating, and there's even better options. Look at this. All this cushion. Look at it. Look at the 40-yard line at the top of the screen. Right there. That's all day. That's all day. I don't know why Tua took the lesser of options. But look, coming across the middle. That's all day. That's a huge gain. So, and this is the scary part. We cook in this game, and we letting better options go. That's how open the Lions made it for us. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Back to pass. Oh, I don't know what he was throwing at this time. They actually played good defense, trying to figure out what he was doing. Oh, he trying to go Sherfield right underneath. No, he wasn't. I'm gonna tell y'all now, Tua, man, let me go end zone. Tua was gonna get picked off. He better be lucky this was batted down at the line of scrimmage. He might better be lucky this was batted at the line of scrimmage. Let me make sure I ain't tripping. Number 14 sits in the zone, but Tua look like he want to go to 11. Look, yeah, he going to number 11. Look at this. And look at that. The ball got tipped and went to 14, but he was finna go to 11. Man, well, I tell you, Tua gonna throw that ball no matter what. And you see number 33 at the top left? He was finna close in on it. He hesitated right here where he's supposed to, where he throwing the ball, where he's supposed to throw the ball at least. We thought he was going to 14, but he was letting that ball fly. Dang, I don't even know if he was going to 11 because it looked like he was throwing it straight to the safety. Look at the ball. It's going this way. I don't know what he was doing. I guess he was, I'm just going to assume he was trying to put it in the middle of the field to where the safety was coming, which was a terrible read. And thank God it ended up where it was supposed to go anyway. Thank God for that catch. And it went where, that was a terrible read to him. Come on, man. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I never really even watched the Lions film. I just said we cooked them. Look at all this cushion they giving. No, this is the same play. No, well, they in a zero look. Oh my gosh. Just, oh my gosh. Like everybody open. They chasing too. This that once every game Sherfield catch or Cedric Wilson. They take turns on that play. Little 15-yard. We'll start right there. Come back. All right, here we go. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Handoff. Cut back up the middle. Yeah, they ran plays he was comfortable with. And most of them are real basic. We got a flag on this one. Going deep again. He see them split safeties. And finally, they got back there. I like the read, though. Take the shot. I mean, everything else been falling. Why not? Look at this cushion in the slot. Jeez. And nobody even on Waddle in the slot. This is just bad. In Waddle, right across the middle. This is just bad defense. I thought at the line of scrimmage this guy was on Waddle, but he actually the defensive end about the pass rush. So Waddle was unguarded. The slot got 13 yard cushion. This is crazy. And look at Waddle. Just come across the middle. Easy money. Put it behind him, but easy money. Fake the throw. Let's go back. Did we get a wheel route action on this one? Yep, we got the wheel route. We got the seam by Tyreek. Tyreek across the middle. Same thing, wide open. None of this happened in the Chargers. Why? Because the Chargers defense play this. Look at all of this loose zone. Throws behind the wide receiver. Yeah, the ball placement wasn't great, but they caught it. They were so open, ball placement didn't matter. Look at it. Look at the middle of the field. I don't think he see it right away because he's going to step up and take the sack. But look, if he throws the ball right away, look at this. If he throws the ball right here like he usually does, the only problem is I don't think he was looking. That wasn't his first read. And look at Tyreek in the middle, y'all. Q, there go your read right there. There go your read right there, Q. Since Q keeps saying read, what happened, Q? He climbed in the pocket. Why you need to climb the pocket? Look, right here. Why you need to climb the pocket right here? You know where Tyreek gonna be. The linebacker bailing. Why you gotta climb the pocket? You don't need to climb the pocket right here. You cock back and you fire the ball. Tyreek might be a touchdown. And by the way, guess what? He didn't even climb. He took one hop forward and stopped. He took one hop forward and stopped. Next play. 2nd and 15. Wheel route, seam. He going to hit the seam right away. You see it wide open, number 11, Sherfield? Is that Sherfield or Cedric? I don't know. Cedric. You see the seam wide open? Oh, why did he miss it? Come on, Tua. He threw it in the dirt. His favorite play, he missed it. Fake the handoff. See, right there, because he thought Gesicki was going to be free. And he should have reloaded and threw right there to number 11, wide open. Dang. Even in the Lions game, he was missing a lot. But don't worry, he's going to get the cooking again. There's a lot of cooking in this game because this defense is horrible. All right, look at it. Oh, my God. As soon as the plays start, tell me a receiver that ain't open. And he throws it right away to Tyreek. I almost got him killed, but that's all good. 4th and 8, we'll probably kick it. Hey, he blew them touchdowns. He actually left a lot on the field, even in this game. Didn't even realize it. All right, here we go. 2 to the left, kind of like trips. Look like a play action. Look at that. You got the out route wide open. You got the middle of the field wide open with Gesicki coming across. You got Sherfield looking like he creeping open. Oh, my gosh. And where does he go? Gesicki. Good job. It's too easy. Options, right, Q? The Lions are just trash. Nice run up the middle, push the pal, 5 yards. All right, here we go. Fakes the handoff, pause. Whoever's streaking across the middle, coming wide open, but it looked like Waddle stopping. Tyreek looked like he finna stop on a dig or, put his feet in the dirt. Stay right there. Easy money. Easy money. It takes no quarterback to have a nice day against this kind of defense, especially when you already know where you're going with the ball. Look at this right here. Pause the play. Can you hit Tyreek in the flat right away, or you take Gesicki? Nope, Gesicki rounding it out, so you don't want to do that. But then you got Sherfield on that back end, so you go to Tyreek real quick because that's where you're looking. Next play. Toss to the left. Nice. Nice run. Ain't a lot of contested passes. Yeah, our defense was real bad. There ain't a lot of contested passes. I like it, Q. I like it. Play action. Might have a tight end coming out. Nope. They blanket that very well. Tua's going to run the ball. He knows there's nowhere to go. Good decision. Great decision. All right. It's the touchdown money shot. Start right there. Quick slant. Sherfield. Got him. One read for you, Q. Touchdown. And why is that an easy look for them? Well, they might have had him down at the 1. Because they know as soon as that ball hike, they've been playing so much cushion, they won't put their hands on the receiver. The Lions wouldn't put their hands on the receiver all game. So they must have downed them at the 1. And Mostert had probably reached over for the first. Dang, we didn't get it? Must have been a flag or something. Yeah, I remember what we did here. Then there was another flag, but they gave it to us. I was on them. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Play action. Pause right here. The middle of the field. Open again. He throws it. I don't know if the placement was bad or what happened, or Tyreek just dropped it. Same play, open all day. Let's see what happened there. Put it there. Did he tip it? Yeah. It was behind him a little bit too. Yeah, it was a little too far behind him. He couldn't reach his body back enough. Couldn't reach his body back enough. All right, let's go back to the sideline. All right, next play. Oh, the defender hit it? Okay, cool. Couldn't tell. All right, here we go. Fakes the handoff again. Number 88 already look like he coming loose. Look at this mess, man. Look at the 40-yard line. The Lions are just pathetic. Tua throws it underneath anyway. Takes the crosser. He just took a lot of the. Worst was he did not see linebacker. He ain't trying to see the linebacker. He tried to put the ball in the spot. All right, here we go. He pump faked. What he wanted wasn't there, but I don't know why, because that out route is all there. Tua just be missing. Right here, he should be throwing this out route, and he doesn't. And he takes off and runs. Hey, that's a good enough gain, though. I'll take it. They'll probably run the ball here on 1st and 10. Yep. A little lane. Get about 3 yards, 4 yards maybe. They gave us 4. 2nd and 6. End around the Tyreek. 1st down. Wheel route. Run up the middle, though. Under center, fakes the handoff. Oh, he escaped one there. That's perfect. Because, boy, the defender, if he would have looked a half a second early, it's weird throwing left that way. But good job. Two to the left, one to the right. Got the wheel route action going. Got the slant to Tyreek. He wants to go there, but Gesicki in the middle, wide open. And it was late, but it didn't matter. Look at Gesicki on this, y'all. Look at Gesicki. Boy, this defense trash. Look at Gesicki. Wide open. One, two, three, four, Q. All right. All right, trips to the right, one to the left. Look at him bailing again. Quick screen pass. I don't know why we doing all this stuff when they got the middle of the field wide open. 2nd and 12. Look in the middle of the field. Look at Waddle. Jesus. It don't get more open than that. It had to wait on the ball. This is why the Chargers dominated us. Exactly why. Games like this get your confidence at an all-time high. Ooh, he took a nasty hit. Edmonds took a nasty hit right there. Games like this give a lot of people a lot of confidence. So now we got a 3rd and 8. Look at it. Nobody following Tyreek, nor does anybody line up with him. I mean, you literally can't make this stuff up. Everybody open. We got a flag, though. I don't know who it was on. It was it not on the defense? Why would that play be done? Hold on. What happened? There's a freaking flag. It can't be on the offense because you would stop the play unless it was an illegal motion. But you can't play. You're going to play through it. Tua just flung it up there for Waddle. I don't know what happened. We're putting the ball, though. Hold on. Yeah, they went for it on 4th and 1, and we stopped them. Run the ball. Tell me this. If we had a top 10 defense, how many more games we win? You always say if Jets had a better QB. If we had a top 10 defense, we would have won about 4 more games. No. Let me back that up. Okay, top 10 defense. We still would have lost that first game to the Jets. We would have still lost that game to the Bengals. We would have beat Minnesota. The 49ers, the defense wouldn't have mattered. Chargers playing like this, I ain't gonna lie. Chargers, we would have lost anyway because I thought we actually played good defense versus the Chargers. Herbert was just surgical in that game. I mean, we made it tough, and he was putting the ball right where only that was a great game by him. That second Buffalo game, we would have won. That's 2 games. The Patriots game, we would have won, even without the quarterback. That's 3 games. The last Jets game, you can't say we would have won because we stopped them anyway, pretty much. Well, we won. We actually won anyway. So, Green Bay, I thought our defense did a really good job. You can't overcome just 3 straight turnovers like that. Our defense did very well. We should have walked away with that game. Our defense played very well. Aaron Rodgers still made some plays, but our defense played well. We would have won 3 more games. And I don't know if that still wouldn't have won the division. I'm not sure. But either way it going into the playoffs, even with a better defense, we weren't going to beat the Bengals. The Buffalo game, that game would have just been different. I don't know how it would have ended up. It would have been different, though. The clock situation would have been different. So we might have had a better chance to beat Buffalo and win 1 playoff game, if you ask me, with a better defense. And technically, we still should have won the game. But when you look at how our receivers performed, go look at how Tyreek and Waddle played in that game. Regardless of Skyler play, there was some big-time plays there to be had, Gesicki too, that they just blew them. They blew it. Look at his wheel route. Wide open. Man, Tua got to do better with these wheel routes, man. Every wheel route ain't designed to be back shoulder out of bounds. Like, put that ball up there and go get a touchdown. He shouldn't be having to tippy toe right here. He going to start tippy toeing and turn his body around and wait on it. Put that ball out there, let him go hawk it down for the touchdown. He frustrates me every time he throw that wheel route. Put that ball up there like you want to score, not like you just want a completion. Oh, this is it again. No, this one ain't it. Look at the middle of the field. Look at this. You can't make this stuff up. Why Tua taking so long to throw it? Now he throws it. Thank God we still got it. Dang, we didn't get the first. Oh, we taking these. Game over. Dang, even though he had a lot of yards and even though Tua had a lot of yards and stuff in this game, it just felt like it just felt like he was way better in this game than when you watch the film and you realize, dang. Like when I watched the Lions game live, I was like, Tua killed them. But when you watch the all 22 and you realize the gravity of how easy it was, it's kind of weird. What is this? Hold on. Let me see. Okay, we back to the beginning of the game. Okay, yeah. That's the whole game. That was the whole game. Tua did not stink. You talking. You just talking. I didn't say Tua stunk. I never said that at all. What I said to you is when I watched this game real time, I like Tua was cooking. He killed them. But when you watch the all 22, it was like everything was easy. Saw like 2 to 3 throws that was like amazing placement, very great job. But outside of that, it was a real easy game. Nothing special. They gave him everything. I actually thought it was a whole lot more impressive than this because I said Lions was his best game, but it definitely wasn't the case now. You don't get it. He takes so long to throw the ball because he can't see. That's why he rolled out. Yeah, I get it. And that's why when you play man to man and coverage like that, it's a disaster. This game was template for Niners and Chargers. I agree. This game was. And you know what? This game, it was so easy that they didn't even have to do that gimmick play that we always run. We did it a little, but not as much. It was so easy, it was no need. There was no need. TD do the second Buffalo game. Well, I mean, I've been going almost 4 hours now. Remember, your boy's still under the weather, and it's 11:30. So I need to get out of here and see where my wife left off so I can help her, run the house, so can't be selfish, so salute to the wifey, salute to her for always holding it down when I do stuff like this. Matter of fact, since they took my monetization away, let me just put this up now. If you want, go to $ Heal D Glam and send her any donation you would have sent me to her Cash App and write her a note. Thank you for having TD back or something. I don't know. That way, maybe I won't get in trouble tonight because I am over my time. But anyway, if you do, her Cash App is Heal D Glam. Just FYI. All right. Drop $1 in there. Drop something. All right, man. Anyway, love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Go vacuum now, big guy. Yeah, I can. Nah, it's too late to be vacuuming in the house. So, in Detroit game, he did have a lot of easy throws. That is why Lions had one of the worst defenses. Yeah. Well, they starting safety was out too. I remember that. But yeah, you're right. I wonder if Deshaun Elliott was out there. I wonder if he even played in this game. Matter of fact, that makes me want to look that up. It actually makes me want to look it up. I gotta see. I wonder, was he even out there? Because he played 14 games and he missed. I think he played 14 games. And he missed like 3 of them. So let me see real quick. I wonder, was he out there getting smoked? Nope. The first game he missed was against the Dolphins. See, there you have it. Told you. He was inactive versus the Dolphins. Told you. They starting safety was out. He wasn't the only one, though. I think the other one was too. Show y'all this real quick. Yep, there you have it. And we went and picked him up. See? I don't know. They might have paid him to be inactive. Get Tua stock up. Say we're gonna pick you up next year if you do this for us. Ain't it crazy though? Look at all the games. Just that game, and then he's right back. Now I'm just joking on the conspiracy theory, but because some people take me serious. But he missed that game. That's the game he missed. Oh my gosh. That's the game he missed. That's funny to me because he's a really good player, by the way. That's why I'm shocked we got him, and he's probably going to start over Brandon Jones, but that tells you a lot. And then he missed 2 games later in the season, as well. TD, did the QB stats for 2022 been released yet? No, I'm still waiting on that. Everybody would have been dropping stuff from it if it was. They're going to find all the great things and hide all the bad, but it'll drop. I mean, there's going to be a lot of things that significantly improve, but there's a lot of things that's probably going to show a lot. It's going to show some stuff. But yeah, that is funny to me. The one game Deshaun Elliott missed was that Dolphins game. They starting safety wasn't even playing. So that's another piece to it as well. So it is what it is. But again, thank y'all for tuning in. Appreciate y'all coming through. It's TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. We're going to watch a lot of film. We're going to be watching a lot of film this offseason. We're going to watch some of the acquisitions. If you got any specific requests of any player acquisition that you want to watch their film from last year, just send them to me. We can look at them, or we could just go one by one. So we'll see how it goes. Oh, man, love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Let me get up on out of here, man. Fins up no matter what. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Not right away. I got a doctor's appointment, and then I got some round table work to do, and then I'll probably be all the way around noon or later. So thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace. I'm out.